We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for stars. I wonder where you are. Oh. Reaching for stars. I wonder where you are. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's happening? I had My mod said this song's making me sleepy. I probably need to come up with a more exciting song, but I try to flip it on so y'all got something to listen to while everybody comes in or whatever. And I figured this is going to be a stream where we're going to be talking a lot of shit. So I wanted to give some people to come get time to come on in because we all knew it was an accident, right? Say it with me. We all knew it was an accident, right? Right. We did, but some creators didn't want to believe that. They wanted to grift their grift. They wanted to get their grift on. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, grifters grift on. They ain't gonna be able to do it no more because it's been ruled an accident now. So now what? Now what? Now what are they gonna do? Started to find another case to grift off of? I don't know. They're not. I doubt it because it just seems to me they're gonna keep on with their bullshit. Because I've seen and heard, I got so many different emails like, oh my God, Zap Girls chat. And I mean, y'all better tell me, I don't know if this is wrong or not, because I ain't heard it for myself, but has anybody been listening to Zap Girl? Anybody at all? If any of y'all been listening to Zap Girl, tell me, please. Because I got a question for y'all. Okay. Free girls in you city? I don't think so. The girls in my city don't want to, they don't want to be around. They don't want to be around, but that's right there why I set it to subs only, because fucking people like you little fuckers want to come in here and play games with us when we're trying to sit here and fuck around. Now see, now look, now I gotta go in here and set the shit to subs only mode. She goes, fuck around. See, this is why I don't fucking play with y'all. Anyhow, was anybody anybody was okay, listen. Was anybody else watching the Zap Girl? I want to know. Did anybody watch her? Because I'm gonna need. I got questions, and I got questions that need answers straight up. Was she in there talking about Kylie's menstrual cycle and her diva cup? Please tell me she wasn't. Please tell me she was not doing that. Did anybody hear her saying that? I mean, I hope it's not true, but I got a couple emails today and then some messages on Discord that said she was talking about her menstrual cycle. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? You have got to be kidding me right now. Ain't no fucking way she's talking about her menstrual cycle. There's no way. No fucking way. Because, Gia, quit moving your leg. Because what the fuck? Are you serious right now? You can't fucking be. There's no way. There's no fucking way you're serious right now. So, oh my God. She legit wanted to do a poll? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Shell, I know it was mentioned in the report, but there's a difference between it being mentioned in the report and then someone saying, "Oh, I heard those worked well. I'm going to do a poll later to see if I should use them," or whatever the fuck it was she said. That's kind of odd to me. That's very fucking weird to be talking about a teenager. First of all, we're talking about a teenager, 16 years old. 16 years old. Her menstrual fucking cycle. Are you kidding me? Can this little girl die with dignity at all, please? I mean, that's too much to fucking ask. I mean, you guys, she got what, third close to $30,000, just rumor, but from what I'm hearing, $30,000. She read about Kylie's private area, which mentioned her Diva Cup IUD and how she trimmed her. Are you fucking kidding me? How she trimmed her pubic hair? It was disgusting as fuck. I couldn't believe she read that out loud. Are you kidding me right now? Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Oh my fucking god. I cannot believe that. Like, do y'all just. Oh my god. Excuse me out here just because I've missed you. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. And I love how you actually use logic. It's a rare thing in these parts. And let's hope KR and her family and friends can find peace. For fuck's sakes, I feel awful for them. Yes, girl, I do too. And if so, I mean, I just, for them to sit and talk about her menstrual cycle, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. You guys have already fucking shredded this little girl, her family, her friends, her boyfriend. And I want to know why AWP fucking did the goddamn. I want to know why they did the. Hey, baby. I want to know why they did the tow truck video because it just made things way worse. Yes, beat him. So I love how Queen Bee says, "Oh my God!" Like every day she comes on, she's more and more shocked about the insanity. I really am. Like, how are you gonna talk? First of all, no dignity at all for this sweet girl. No
Zero
dignity at all.
dignity, zero respect.
How are they gonna talk about her private area like that? Are you serious? I
Can
cannot.
you, do I sound funny? Because I'm on my hands free. Do I sound funny?
No, you sound good, baby. You're clear and
So,
everything. Yeah.
do you remember being 16 and how ultimately embarrassing getting your period was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that that is just highly, I don't know what to say. There's certain things that didn't need to be shared. Um, sounds like most of that. I didn't, I couldn't watch, you know why. But that's just, I can't imagine a 16-year-old girl's private details like that being just spewed everywhere, and how, if she were alive, she would feel about that, and how mortified her friends must be.
I just don't even under what I don't even understand. I would not want my daughter's um, private area and her period being talked about and her IUD on a fucking YouTube live stream because someone feels the need to read it out loud. Are you fucking kidding me?
I, you know how I feel about unredacted documents, period. So, I mean, that covers it for me. Um, I understand sharing certain documents, but I even will redact killers' informations out of court documents. It's just, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think someone really does need to have a talk with Zab Girl.
But we did, and I even had a talk with her about ethics, and that where laws and rules end, ethics should begin. And she knew exactly what I was talking about. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, and I feel like yeah, I'm how I am about free speech. Everybody should have the chance to speak on, and I always leave the link. I let anybody come up here and say what they want to say. You know what I mean? For the most part, um, but I think that's taking it too far. That's, I mean, reading documents unredacted anyhow. Whatever, we knew she was going to read them. I knew that people wanted to see them. People want to hear them, and you know what I mean. But Plunder has them up, and Plunder did a wonderful job reading over the documents, and that's it. She didn't speculate on all kinds of bullshit. She didn't go into her period and what
Oh,
kind of
good.
IUD she had. None of that
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Good. Okay.
None of
Good.
that.
Good. You got a super chat from Excuse Me Al, baby.
I read it off.
Oh, did you? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Plunder. I feel like Plunder is a very, very she's a very good creator. I really like her, and I gotta give her props. She does a wonderful job.
That's for sure the respectful way to go about it at minimum. I'm glad she did not go over any of the unnecessary parts of that document, because a lot of that was unnecessary as to like as far as pertaining to the accident, like a diva cup and an IUD.
Oh, and I got permission to share now after this came out. I got permission to share that picture, which I had permission anyways before, but it got late and that stream cut off, so I never did get to share it. But Kylie's last picture from the party that night, I got permission to share it, so I'll be sharing that tonight. That way y'all can see it because it's a good picture of her. She was having a good time. She was having fun, and I think it's a good picture. I think it's you know what I'm saying. I really do. I think
Yeah,
I think it's a good picture, and I think it's a good picture to leave off on. You know.
yeah, kind of like closure.
Yeah, she was having a really good time, and you can see that she was having a good time. The picture is kind of dark, but she's got her glow sticks on, and you know what I'm saying? Like you can just tell at 16 years old she was having a good time. And you know, that makes me happy that at least she had a good time before she passed.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel
well,
like
I made sure last time. Well, I was gonna share it a couple days ago, when we were talking, and so I got permission then to make sure it was okay, which they said it was okay. Anyhow, they actually gave it to me to show it to Ryan when he kept saying, "There's no pictures of her at the
yeah.
party." And by the way, Creek Scott Squad, yes, I did. I did tag Ryan because Ryan needs to open his fucking ears and listen. He's the one who had all the. He's the one that started a lot of bullshit, a whole lot of bullshit. So I hope he's watching, and I hope he fucking got the results. I hope everybody flooded his fucking emails and his inboxes and all that with her autopsy report today.
My
Thank you, Eden, so
understanding,
much.
my understanding is that for some people, the report um, that Zav was reading raised more questions, and they're saying now they're going to push harder. Is that like for real? For real?
Wait a fucking minute. What'd you just say?
That because of things that they felt should have been part of the report for it to be an accident weren't there, that they're pushing harder with some conspiracy theories. And I can't go even look, but that's
Oh wow. I really hope not. I
I
really
hope
hope
that
not.
I hope that she will just entertain people to let them say what they want and not actually go down that road, you know. So hopefully it's just like people speaking out for the day, but I don't know. It makes me very nervous um, to think that even after seeing a document of that size, which she didn't even redact, that people would still have that feeling. You know what I mean? Or am I just being
Thank
paranoid?
you, Gypsy. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That Dr. Latina was up there. I don't find her a credible fucking source either.
I don't either. I think she's full
And
of it.
who are you to come up there? Oh, she said, oh, and what pissed me off was she says, yeah, it was ruled an accident. That's the Truckee way.
Oh,
That
thanks,
is the
Gypsy.
Truckee way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Really? The Truckee way, eh?
I feel like that's highly irresponsible. I'll just say that.
Yeah, SM. I feel like that too. I definitely feel like that too. You know what? I'm glad that this came out because I really had to take a break from Quentin. That my heart was heavy as hell earlier. It has been the last couple days. So
See, and for the same reason, I'm kind of irritated that it came out early because it's like after everything with Quentin, kind of now
well,
this.
yeah,
You know
because it
what I
wasn't
mean?
supposed to be done until October 1st. Or wait, November 1st.
November.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
November 1st. I
Yeah.
apologize.
You're good, girl. Let me mute until I get in the house because it's going to be loud. As a matter of
Oh,
fact,
it
I'm
is.
just going to,
It's kind of like a
yeah.
fan almost.
It's because it's the neighbor's AC. Let me jump down and I'll be right
Oh,
back.
okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, pecan pie. She really is. And I couldn't believe she was saying some of the shit she was saying. And I'm like, what are you talking the Truckee way? What the fuck? The Truckee way? Oh, okay. So now we're gonna make this into a bigger conspiracy theory, huh? Like y'all didn't fucking destroy this family enough as it was. Now we're gonna go and do it some more. Oh, that's nice. That's fucking nice. What up, chick?
What up? What are you doing?
What up? Let me take this down. I got this up. I don't know why I still got it up, but I got it up.
I apparently you have to say it a little louder for those in the back, you know?
Here, we're gonna let Kylie and her friends say it.
That's awesome.
Question: if the cops' findings were never, let's see here, were never going to be good enough, then why bother working these cases at all? Who you going to give the evidence to, the laptop to, etc.? Trust the process or walk. Amen. Amen, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. We're going to let Kylie's friends give them the fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck all y'all. Fuck anybody that's been tearing them apart and tearing them down this whole fucking time. Fuck all y'all. And I double checked. I said, well, I didn't. I said, is it still okay that I share that picture? And they were like, you didn't share it? And I'm like, no.
Oh my god, bitch.
Yeah. They're like, why? I'm like, because actually I said I was going to share it with Ryan. That's why you sent it, and he
Right.
didn't care to see it. He didn't give a fuck to see it. So it is what it is. And we talked, and I told you once it's out there, it's going to be out there. And we decided to wait. You wanted to wait. So I went ahead and waited. And so then I did that stream the other night that says, when are we going to, is she ever going to have peace or whatever? Or are they still milking her? And they said I could show it. Well, we did an 8-hour stream. My StreamYard kept messing up. I had fallen off. I couldn't get back on. It was a disaster. I had storms, So I never did get to show it to you guys. And I feel like I definitely feel like everybody should be able to see it now. You know what I mean? Now that they said the case is closed, and they said it was okay. They said it was okay before, but you know what I mean?
Right. That's cool.
I don't know. I just didn't want to.
I think that's awesome that they were like, you didn't share it. You're like, no, I'm not a dick.
Yeah, like I didn't share it. You haven't seen it on anybody's thumbnails, have you? You haven't seen it in anybody's live streams or anybody's Facebooks or nothing. So,
well, no, that's like what I was trying to tell you earlier when you were
because
like,
as soon as I do, it's going to be all over. You know that.
oh yeah,
It's
for
the last
sure.
picture she ever took with her phone. It's the very last picture that she ever took with her phone on her Snapchat.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Yep.
no, it would be all over. Like I was trying to explain to you earlier when you were like, grandma trusted, this lady and was having conversation. I'm like, bitch, she's a perfect stranger and she's a
Right.
YouTuber. You're like, I would have never shared it. I didn't share Jaggers. Like, no. That's rare. Like that doesn't hardly ever happen.
Right. I wasn't thinking like that though. You know what I mean?
No, I know. And it's unfortunately like that. You know what I mean? Like people jump to share in DMs with friends they make on here, even not just outsiders that are part of these cases, like
That's true.
it's always happening.
That is very true.
It's sadly true, yeah. Yeah, Dr. Latina, okay, who is actually like I guess a real doctor because like I thought she was a fake doctor until someone doxed her, right? And then I'm like, damn, this bitch is a real doctor. That's scary. Okay. Anyways, she is the one that was on Jay's channel that night with Summer Wells's picture and said that her facial features displayed those of a child with FASD, fetal alcohol syndrome disorder. And that pissed me off so damn bad. Like, how?
Wait, who did they say had FAS?
Summer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where,
Okay.
like, you know what? Like, I don't know the situation. You can't make that diagnosis from one picture. And you're not supposed to be out here diagnosing motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up. Like, come on. What are you doing? I mean, I shouldn't have said diagnosing motherfuckers. You can't be out here like, because I'm talking about a child. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
picture, but it you can't be out here doing that. Like, what are you thinking? And I would have expected a lot more of a doctor than to go with the stupid Truckee Way narrative bullshit. Like, I don't know. It's pretty disheartening and kind of embarrassing for her. I think.
I'm seeing the pinned comment, Grace bashing Z and encouraging lawsuits against her and comparing her to Alex Jones. So he must be hearing some of the same things we are about tonight.
I mean, I don't know if she was real heavy on the. I could barely hear when I was listening earlier, like her. I could hear Dr. Latina more than her. I felt like,
Yeah.
but I mean, most of it was just them reading the document. But like she was definitely on the oh my god that's weird tip. But
The
I
few
don't know.
minutes that I tried to pop in, she couldn't even pronounce the words in the document.
Right.
So I was like, oh God, I'm
One
not
one
doing
thing she
this.
did do that I appreciated was when they were reading off the testing standards or testing statistic or the like the um what is the word I'm looking for? It wasn't her results. It was like it was like the way things are tested. Like they
Yeah.
were going through that part of it, and like it was like I don't know if it was examples or what, but she was like because people in the chat were like, oh my god, it says right there she tested for blah 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 blah, and it's
Oh,
like
so she explained that they were basically
yeah,
baselines, like
she's
the
like, no, no.
scales.
Oh, there you go, baselines.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, yeah, these are the testing baselines.
Sorry, I didn't know what
Like,
words you were looking for yet.
I'm
But I
totally
know
like
what you mean.
tired because I didn't get to take a nap because I was just like, oh
I
shit, the
didn't
results
either.
are out. So then I went and watched that, and I was like, god damn it.
Yeah, I didn't get to take a nap either. I really wish I could have. Hey, Sleuth Mom. I really wish I could have. I don't know. I won't lie. I feel some type of way about Quentin and that whole situation. And I keep thinking about Sean, the one that we covered, what was it, about a week ago? That the parents aren't convinced that it was unaliving by his own hands. And,
Oh yeah.
it's just kind of all yucky and I've got a ton to do. So I didn't get a nap in. And then I got all the emails or the DMs that this was going on. And I was like, oh my God, it never ends. Like,
You know what's really weird is like you guys are like really upset, and I'm upset too. But I'm kind of like more upset that I'm a little numb to this.
I had a little moment like that earlier whenever I was like, wait, why do you care? Like after I even clicked on that live and then got
Right.
irritated because of the just ignorance, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like they rolled it in an accident. This is a 16-year-old child. You don't need to see those fucking documents. And it's like
Yeah.
I snapped out of it. So I know what you mean because you almost become like numb.
Mm-hmm.
And I've teared up a couple of times just because humans are disgusting. But I'm not ultimately upset so much as I was just kind of obsessing over the cases,
I was like struggling with myself though for not being more upset last night when everybody was really upset,
Yeah.
and I was just like,
Oh, you mean
why am I
whenever
not feeling like
when, like, the
why am I
news
not
came out?
crying? Yeah, like
Probably because
I
his remains haven't been found yet. There's
and,
nothing
and
solid.
I'm like I'm not a really emotional person. I'm just not like I just don't cry that much.
Mm-mm.
But I did cry a little bit, like I teared up a little bit, like with I was watching the grandma's TikTok, and there was a part where they were just like being silly and living normal life and shit, and I'm just like that's where I like kind of pulled myself back, and I was like, am I being judgmental or of grandma, or like what I mean, like, and I kind of like I don't know, I was just like, why am I not like I'm like, maybe this is just like maybe I need to take a break from true crime or some shit. Like this is not normal to fucking go through like watch all these things and then not cry. Like I feel like I'm not normal or something, and but it's fucking incredibly sad. I'm not
Well,
okay
you
with
can't.
it,
I
you
think
know?
that that's not really fair though, because if you get that invested in every single thing, you'll be a fucking emotional wreck.
Right, right. Like I mean, I've always followed true crime, so it's just like
Yeah.
I'm just very aware that there's really sick fucking people. But it's like I'll go through this maybe like once or twice a year in the YouTube community, like since I've been like, I've always like watched true crime on TV and stuff, but since I've been doing the YouTube true crime, that like, and especially with the long case too, like I got very emotionally invested in that, and I was just like, never again, never, ever, ever again.
Yeah,
And
I've been
that
real
case,
careful since then too. Like
yeah,
super fucking careful. Yes.
that case didn't even like end. Like, you know what I mean? It was a custody case turned missing child case turned criminal case, like totally different than any other case.
I think there's a big difference though between like watching Snapped and doing what we do on YouTube, because on YouTube you're automatically going to get more involved because people want to know your opinion, and then that makes you think about things more and you're actively engaging with other people over it. So it's different than just watching a TV show and going to the next episode in season 2. You know what I mean?
Right. I think Sammy is so pretty. I feel bad for her. Like I feel like I don't know. Like maybe she was being shitty and selfish and not like being more active and trying to like protect her friend from driving that night or whatever, but like
Yeah.
come on now, dude. Like I can count, like I know that I went out a lot and I was always really good about trying to protect my friends, but there were some nights where I was like, you know what, they know what they're doing. This is not the first night they went out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the fucking babysitter. I'm fucking drunk too. You know what I mean? Like, like what the fuck?
I was
And
always too
I just feel like
paranoid
she's
not
not an
to be.
emotional person. I just feel like
I
she's
get
kind of
that.
like Paige or Allie Joe, just like a very matter of fact. Like, let's do like
I could feel
let's
that
get
like
things
Paige, yeah.
let's get things organized. Let's do this search, organize it, and blah blah blah. That kind of person. Doesn't mean she's a bad person because she's not bawling her eyes out on TV. Everybody's different.
I always felt bad to not, like, I was always too paranoid to not be the designated driver, so I was in a different position, but I still completely sympathize with what you're saying. Like, it makes complete sense. It's
Well, and
not,
I've always had to been like Sammy, like you have to grab the bull by the horns. You have to, because nobody else is really going to do it at that point. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
So I feel like she felt
yep.
Right.
like she had to. So I would have, and I would have been the same way. You know what I mean? Because I'm a proactive person like that too. I'd have been like, okay, let's do this, 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 and this.
Well,
Rather,
Yes.
and if you felt
and
you
that's
had
just how she is. And people,
responsibility, you would
right?
probably do so even more. Like, if you felt guilty for leaving your friend behind, of course you're going to spearhead a
Well,
campaign to
hell
try
yeah, you're going to
harder to
try to step
find
up
her.
and do everything you can do.
Yes, to make
You
up
know.
for what may be perceived as a mistake. Like, people need to
Oh,
quit being so harsh.
and by the way, before I forget, um, the black San Francisco hat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody pays attention to Jagger's post or if anybody still watches them or whatever, but he made a post and he actually posted a picture with it. I'll see if I can find it. But it's a picture that, or wait, maybe it wasn't his SF hat. I don't know what it says on the front of it. Anyhow, it's just something about it. Okay, so Kylie's family took him to his very first Giants game. And they bought him that hat when he was there.
Oh.
That's why he wears it all the time, and that's why it's so special.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Kay and family.
And people shit all over it.
Yeah, because that's what the tow truck driver used to identify him with the black hat. Remember
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And I don't know. I get real sick of hearing about how people are evil that call out AWP for that because while AWP has a very, very like
Well, I
important
think they were
skill
pretty
craft,
shitty for doing it the way they did it. So
they knew better, and
well,
yes,
and
they
what's
they
really
do
messed
awesome
up is the
things.
other day I heard somebody say this. Okay, AWP, they do amazing work.
Right.
I stemmed for them for a long time. I think they do great. The work they do is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to discredit the work they've done and the families they've helped and stuff like that because it is amazing and they have done a lot of work. I don't want to take that away from them.
Right.
I do think that this case right here was a big eye opener, though, because they've never done this in the other cases. When have you ever seen them be so proactive and go up on all these different panels and panel hop from here to here to here and explain this and explain that? And
Never.
I mean, you know, and
Never.
include this, you know, put the video behind a paywall. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see this
Well, the
happen. They didn't do that in the
the
Joe List
videos,
Fuentes case.
now
They
they
didn't do
do
that in
they do
they
the
didn't do
early
that in the Dead Hall
releases
case.
for members. They do
Didn't do
the
that in
early
any other
video
case.
releases for members. They do that with their other videos, but the rest of it, no. They do early
No,
releases
they
for
don't do it
members.
like they did it. No, they don't.
They didn't raise, I don't think they normally raise the price of their memberships and stuff. No.
You know what I thought about too that was kind of shitty and a little
You
dishonest?
tell me what other case they panel hop on
Oh,
with
none.
their
None.
members.
None.
They go. You
None.
tell me what other
None.
case they do that with.
None.
None.
None that I've ever seen. I'll put it that way. None that
None.
I've
And
ever
I
seen.
feel bad
Oh, and
because I
they
feel
sold
like
out on their window breakers too. So
They did what?
and they
they
were
sold
plugging
out
those.
on their
They
window
were
breakers
plugging those
too.
fucking things.
Oh,
I think
here.
they
No,
did they
bitch,
sell out
they
on
were
those
bitch.
more
They
than
weren't.
once.
Oh, look at that! Is
I
that
think
a
That's
they
them
sold.
picture?
together. That's Jagger, and he put that picture up. That's the day that her parents took him to his first Giants game ever.
They're
He had
down there
never been ever. And he said that Kylie's family treated him, you know, more like family than anybody he had ever met.
That is so
And
cute.
they were riding together, and he said he didn't even like the Giants. He only went so he could spend time with her. Ain't that cute?
That is the cutest shit. They're down there at Fisherman's Wharf. I know where they're at. That's so cute. Just like spending the day in the Bay Area. That must have been
Yeah,
such
that
a
is
fun day
cute.
for them.
I just think that like they normally will do the members only release of a video first, which I think is okay for creators to do, but to raise your membership prices and do the circuit tour, you know?
Listen, this is what I wanted to say really quick. That is such a darling picture, though. It really is. Like,
It is, it's cute.
Okay, so remember when they were being asked about like when they were doing their panel rounds, and when they just found Kylie and all that, and I felt bad because Jolisa's case kind of got overshadowed, right? They were on
Yeah.
panel saying this was the one and only open case they're ever going to do, and they're never going to do it again. Jolisa's case was an open case.
Oh, completely, yeah.
So why did they not mention, except for Julissa Fuentes, we're looking for her, keep an eye out for her? They didn't mention it at all because, you know what I mean? Like that.
There wasn't
to
the
me,
hype. There was
it
no
wasn't
hype.
the hype, and that just feels yucky to me.
Because it
Just
is.
yucky. Ugh.
It is yucky. There wasn't enough hype for them to do the same with Jalissa, man.
Jagger was really considering coming on here, but he's like, you know, I just want this to stop. And if I go on there, it's not going to.
No, that'll
Yeah.
hype
But
them up
I
over
agree
again.
with that.
Like I don't want that kid to go anywhere.
No. As much as
And
I would like to offer
believe me,
condolences, no.
Believe me, fucking like
Yeah, they went hard as hell on that kidnapping lie.
we could protect him all day and keep and do our best to be have integrity with the interview and
Yes.
credible and all that stuff, but it would still be horrible.
It would get manipulated. It would get
for sure.
manipulated and it would get ruined and they would have a heyday picking him apart. And I would
Right.
love to tell him how sorry I am to his ears, not his face, but you know what I mean? But like, I'll just say it now, Jagger, that really sucks and I'm sorry and people suck and please stay away. Like,
Well, you
please.
built a relationship with him too, Queen, and like you
Yeah.
could have had him on this fucking channel a bunch of times and got
Yeah.
hella views off of it, and you fucking didn't because you'd
Yep.
rather protect him.
Yeah, most definitely. I could have, for, you know what I mean? And I mean, there's a lot of stuff I could share between the both of us that, you know what I'm saying, that I've learned myself. And you got, you know, people would be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you were talking to that fool like fucking quite a bit.
From like the second day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that most families can't stomach the like nitty gritty details of the weight of their family members' organs and stuff? And they don't even want to hear all those details.
Oh God, they were talking about. I heard that when they talking about how
Well,
much
yeah,
her
most
her
families
heart weighed. Talking about how much her fucking heart weighed and how much her fucking.
Could
like,
you imagine
brain
if that
weighed.
was? Could you imagine if that was your child?
Oh my God, bitch! I swear to God.
No, because I'd be at Zap's fucking front door, kicking her goddamn door in. If that was my child, that's where I would be. I would be madder than fuck.
You know, I kind of believe you because you're wild like that. Most people, I'd be like, "Oh, she talking shit," but I believe you.
Oh no, the fuck, I'm definitely not. No, I'm definitely not.
I'd start the PayPal fund for your
bitch. I swear to God, because I couldn't.
She would run the fuck down on the. She would run the fuck down on that bitch. Dude. Like really, like she would. No kidding.
Like,
no, then that hurts my heart because you know what? There's not a lot you can really do. Like I said, everybody's like, oh, Leilani's mom's gonna beat Bullhorn's ass. As much as I want to see that, and as much as everybody does, I don't want her to, because she doesn't need that shit right fucking now. She's already going through enough, losing her whole fucking family. You know what I mean? Like her daughter hasn't been arrested. Her grandson's gone. The other two are in foster care. You know, one's in prison. You know what I'm saying? She's got another one that that she talks to, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sure this is going to cause a ruckus and a lot of that. You know what I mean?
And see, like, even though, like, okay, so like I'm irritated with grandma because I feel like she is protecting. I feel like.
Hey Nick, what's up, man? Because that super chat going to GoFundMe to Free Queen. Let me play the song for you, babe. Let me play the song for you. Hold on.
And then we got a super chat.
What? I beat your ass if you talked about my child like that.
We got a super chat.
Yes.
There we go. Had to add my own little tunes there.
Gonna pull a Billy Joe and bust in on that ass.
That's right. Girl.
I still want to call you Queenie sometimes because that one person.
Queenie.
Free Queenie. Free Queenie.
Anyways,
a lot of people call me B. It just cracks me up. You know what I mean? But he said Queenie.
Yeah. Like the alternative would be B, but she went with Queenie for some reason. Yeah.
Maybe she was like had a hard of hearing.
Whatever. Don't be faulting her now.
I think it's hilarious. I love it.
Okay, no, Queenie, the Queenie girl was the one I fucking yelled at. So no, I'm not.
Yes, that's the one you yelled at. Yeah.
Nancy said, I'm still waiting for AWP to release an apology statement for the release of video because, in my opinion, they stated they started this whole shitstorm. But I am not holding my breath. Yeah,
Don't,
exactly.
girl, you'll
I
die.
figured they would have. Yeah, I figured they would have already tried to, make an apology, but no, they said they had more. They had more video. They had more video.
No, they doubled down when confronted. They said we didn't mention Jagger. No, they doubled down and didn't take any accountability. They did the opposite.
Oh yeah,
opposite. So, and I'll always
if they were
say
going to apologize,
like,
they already would have.
They do awesome work. They need to stick to the wheres and not the whys, just like they said. Mm-hmm. They're not detectives. They don't, you know what I mean? They're not qualified to.
Thank God they're not detectives because they suck.
Like, seriously.
I'm just being real.
Yeah, look at her. Look at her dad, man. Look at her dad. He couldn't even stomach it. He said, I don't want to remember her like this. And
he
left.
looks like he might pass out. Like literally. He looks ready to pass out.
He just got the worst news ever.
Like, God help me.
Yeah. He just.
I heard you might need legal advice in the future, just in case you might. So I can't.
What up, Tim?
My main man.
So I came as soon as possible.
We're gonna need more than that $2, though, brother. We're gonna have to up the ante on that one.
We're gonna have to up it. Exactly.
If she goes ape shit, $2 ain't gonna cut it, dude.
No. Well, hey, you know what? I wanted to say something though, like about the panel she had tonight. Okay, so Dr. Latina said something like to the effect, and she's completely right. Okay, this is law enforcement are public servants. They work on taxpayers' dollars.
Yes.
These are public documents. We are entitled to them because the parents decided not to have them sealed because they did have that option. She's completely right about that. However, why are you ignoring all the evidence that has been provided? And you want to stick to this, like, let's push this. We're entitled to this, and we get to question this. Like, why are you doing that? Like, ask
personal
yourself
gain.
Why you're doing that.
2 words, personal gain.
Well, don't you know you'll get another 2 more, 3 more, 10 more streams on just going through that. You know that's the whole reason.
Right. And it's it's a matter of like, just everything that's like not illegal is okay to do.
Sleuth mom, you're talking some hella shit now. Tim, she's calling you out, boy. She's like,
Yeah.
she just
See,
hung
Tim
you out on the
already sent all
laundry
his
line.
money to that other girl. Oh,
No, what
starting a
happened
fight
was
with mom. Starting a fight.
she's starting the. I'm already collecting clips on Sleuth Mom. I'm gonna do the Sleuth Mom expose.
Oh shit!
You're gonna have to expose some serious shit to beat what they exposed on you earlier. Shit, I don't know.
Exactly.
Tim.
I don't know. I unfortunately I used to like Zev. Like I thought she was nice. I sent her a super chat once or twice, and that's basically what happened a while ago. And I think that was like during the Dylan Round situation, basically. And this was before she went like completely. And I thought like my super chat was basically enlighten her on the fact of how terrible JT was, but it didn't work. And
He tried to use money to enlighten her.
I tried to use money. Yes, I tried to bribe her to do the right thing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I tried to bribe her. It wasn't enough, unfortunately. I don't think $40 was enough.
Dang, hold on, you guys. Pecan Pie said there's already a change.org petition asking AWP to release the extra videos. I didn't know that. When did that come out?
Well, change.org does jack and shit.
Right.
So I'm not even wasting my time to look at the change.org. It does nothing. I don't know. I think honestly they should release it, but it's because they said I want to see how stupid they look. That's my thing. I want to see
but that's not fair though, because all the idiots will fall for it.
Yeah, but you know what? That's called Darwinism. Let the idiots
No, it's
fall
not.
for it.
They ain't gonna die. We are from the stupidity.
I don't
reverse
know.
Darwinism, motherfucker.
Reverse Darwinism kills the smart people off. I don't know. I mean, like they talk so much shit about that video. It's like this is gonna like explain why we put the tow truck driver in this video, and we're all waiting for it, and they never dropped it. What a letdown!
Oh, that's cute. They did her some graffiti. I like that bright pink.
Oh, that's nice.
I looked into some of that spray paint. That shit's expensive.
Yeah, they said long live Kylie.
Yeah.
LLK, and then here's the other ones there's like 3 or 4 of them. Here's another one here.
Oh, that's a good one. They did good.
Yeah, they did.
I love graffiti. I love graffiti.
I like I'm sure a lot of other people like grifting too. So it kind of rhymes.
Yeah. Grifting, graffiti. Hey,
don't be salty because you got grifted.
I got grifted. Yeah, that's why I'm so mad. I lost my $40.
You got grifted.
I want my $40 back. Can we get a refund?
I've been grifted before too, man. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, everybody go ahead and make sure you smash that like button for tonight's stream. That's brought to you by Queen Bee's Bad Attitude. I knew that'd make you laugh.
Always.
Uh-oh, who'd we lose?
I don't know. Maybe Cap. Here's this picture though, the one that I had on here the other day where you could see like the road.
Damn. Look at all those cars there to pull out that baby girl.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars there. And you know what made me wonder? You know what makes me wonder too? Oh, here. Hold on. We'll post this too. Hold on 1 second here.
God, okay, I don't know why that's so heavy to me. All those cars there to get her out. It's just,
Well, a lot of people came together to look for her and get her.
That's true.
Home.
Yeah.
I mean, like at least the one good thing is like at least she got like a proper burial, and the parents got closure at least.
Indeed, yes, indeed.
And all this craziness, at least that happened.
And the parents seem to trust the police. So,
all right, here's AWP's picture. This is their statement. This is their community tab they made for her.
Yeah, but AWP, I was on live.
Oh, so they're reneging on saying that they would never believe that it wasn't foul play.
No, they said no. They didn't renege. They said in
no.
Their
they said here. Let me just read it to you real quick.
Read it.
Hold on. Our thoughts and prayers are with Kylie and her family. We trust today that a thorough investigation has been completed and will stand by the decisions released in their findings. They tagged TMZ. They put her picture up and said, Kylie Rodney, death investigation wraps, no foul play.
Oh, that's the link to the TMZ article, Mama.
Yep, and that's it. That's their.
What is that?
So that's them going back on what they said, Tim.
No. What they said was also, I'm trying to remember that grifter who was a cop who tried to put Michael Crow in jail.
Pecan still got the firing squad out for AWP. She will never let that.
No, but basically, he did an interview. I saw they did an interview, and they said, they would not accept what the cops say. In their hearts, they would always believe it was not an accident. If you actually look up the video, I'm trying to remember. It's the interview room. The guy there, and when AWP does the interview there with that guy.
Chris McDonough?
Yeah, Chris McDonough or Chris McDonough. I don't know what the fuck his last name is.
But Madumbass,
yeah,
I'm telling
Madonna.
McDumbass.
Right. But yeah, I'll just call
I'll
him
be
Chris.
right back.
Yeah, so basically they said that in that one that in their hearts they would never accept that it was an accident. So
Look, Willow said, I'm all about making money on YouTube. Don't have to be a douche to do it. I'm about to be the true crime scorekeeper channel where I do nothing but remind people of how bad their favorite creator got it wrong.
Yeah, let me Sleuthmon pointed out the interview room. She's giving me the timestamp. Interview room.
You gonna pull it on up? You can pull it up.
Well, let me just look for the video.
Well, I want to know if you guys want me to play do you guys want to go through I'm not going to go through the autopsy report page by page, but I will play Plunder's video. If y'all want to do that, I will play it. But that's it because she's respectful about it. But I'm not going to do it any other way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and read them page by page. I'm not going to go over them page by page. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I said, we can watch her video, or you guys can watch it on your own. You guys want to watch it together or watch it by yourselves?
Yeah, so if you go to the Adventures with Purpose AWP at 7:49, you'll hear. Let me just pull it up. I'm just looking at one moment. I got my note. I have a lot of tabs because I'm doing research on a case. Because I do code. I look at things. 7:49. So if you want, I could actually put it on and just show it people. If you want, Queen.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll share the screen and I'll pop it up here.
Okay, let me just put on 7:49. That's
whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Okay, let me just do that. Present, share screen. Adventures with Purpose. Sound.
Comment.
If it's not important to see what's happening, it's normally best to use an overlay or something because Chris McDumbass gets really, really strike happy.
Yeah, it's only gonna be 10 seconds. It's only gonna be 10 seconds. Though.
Okay. I just wanted to pop back. And
I'm not gonna play like an hour, but so
there you go, Mama.
Yeah. So it's at 7:49. I'm playing at 7:36, and just listen to what AWP says.
You guys are hot on the tail. So how's everybody been doing since the Kylie situation? Is that toning down, or what's the status there?
I think it's one of those things to where it's still in the news. It's going to stay in the news until there's further word from the investigation. One of the things about the investigation, I mean, we have our stance. We've spoken publicly about what we believe based upon what we've seen, and there's a lot that people are making judgment calls as to us voicing our opinion, and people want to hear our opinion until our opinion doesn't align with others. And we're okay with that based upon all the evidence that we have. Now, if law enforcement comes out and they say, we believe otherwise, we will support their decision. Will we believe it in our hearts based upon what we've seen? We never will, but we have to accept it and we will continue to move on.
Well,
he said we will never will.
We have to accept it and we have to move on.
Yeah, but they says in our hearts we will never will.
Oh, is that what he said? I must have missed that.
Yeah, I'll play like another 10 seconds. I'll play it back.
I was gonna say just rewind it like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will support their decision. Will we believe it in our hearts based upon what we've seen? We never will. But we have to accept it, and we.
You see, so I got that from Sleuthmon. She was actually played that, and I heard
that.
I was like shocked.
Wow. Okay, AWP said they don't accept it in their hearts, and they never will.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can watch the whole interview room. You can go to his channel. Credit goes to him, whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, I just wanted to play that part because I was just reminded by Superfon. But yeah.
Wow. What in the hell? So there, that ramps up the rhetoric there too. There, well.
So, and you can watch it yourself. It's at 8. I would probably start at 8 minutes and just go to that time, which is so. 8:50.
Well, and it's like, you know what? They can't go back on it now because if they do, they're going to look like fucking assholes. They've already charged everybody all this money to watch it and all these memberships, and they've already put the tow truck drivers video out there, and of course they can't be like, oh, we believe it, because then they'll really look like assholes. So I guess it's like what lesser of two evils,
Yeah, so basically, like, they'll be like, yeah, we'll accept what the cops say, but in our hearts we'll never will. So that's my thought process. So, they're just basically just like saying, like, on the internet that they, just agreeing with the cops, but in their hearts are saying they think it's still a murder investigation. So even if you go with the autopsy, the videos, nothing in their hearts will actually change their opinions. So until they come back and say they misstated that, and they 100% believe it's an accident, then I'm not going to take their community post seriously, to be honest with you. But that's my opinion. In my heart. I'll just stop sharing right now. I don't think we need to play it anymore, but it's quiet.
I was going to grab Plunder's link. Do you have it already?
Yeah, I watched it earlier. Let me just pull up Plunder. Let me get out of Chris Hansen. Not Chris Hansen. I mean, I'm thinking of Chris Hansen for some reason. When I look at the interview room, they look the same. Yeah, it's like a 34-minute video. I don't know how much you want to play, or there's like a particular part you want to play at.
Sorry, I was talking to you muted. Go ahead and play it from the beginning, and I'll just talk through it, or we'll pause it, or whatever, where we want to. You know what I mean?
All right, cool, no problem.
Because I mean, she's gonna go over it anyhow. You know what I'm saying? So.
Sure.
Said Chris Hansen. I'm done.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I swear they look the same to me, like, for a moment.
I'm cracking up. Okay, I'm trying to switch over to my laptop. I was actually switching over to my laptop to play it. Are you going to play it, or you want me to play it?
I can play it. I'm ready.
Okay, because I know you have to. I know you don't. You stay up kind of late, but you don't. You know what I mean? Like, you stay up late to visit with us, but you got to get in bed for work. So I get it. I don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, I got a good hour left. So
okay, because I was gonna say it's like 20-30 minutes if you.
Don't worry.
And you can put it on like 1.5 or 1.25 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Sure. 2.5, and just people tell me if it's too fast, if it's too, the usual. All right, when you're ready, I'll play it.
Yeah, if it gets to going too fast, then I will. And will you guys drop her channel link in here as well, so people can go watch it themselves if they'd like to, and give her the views. I'd like for you guys to go give her the view, give her a like. You know what I mean? She's put a lot of work in doing this, so, and I believe she did it respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
Did she have to pay for this thing, or what?
I don't know. I know a lot of people ordered it. Yeah. A lot of people ordered it.
Let me just get I was about to. Right. All right. I'm ready. I'll play it.
Yeah, start it whenever you're ready.
Kylie Rodney's full coroner final report of investigation I just received today, Thursday.
Does it get any louder? Or is that it?
The final classification.
She's low.
For Kylie.
Okay, maybe it's my phone that's not very loud.
I made it louder. How's that?
103.
Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, it just sounds like it's really low.
Kylie Rodney's full coroner final report of investigation I just received today, Thursday, October 13th. So the final classification is an accident for Kylie I believe it's pronounced Rodney, born September 1st, 2015, never married, 5'5", 103 pounds, blonde hair, hazel eyes, white female.
Yeah, her volume is very, very low.
Yeah, if you play her video, it's really low.
During the autopsy, Lindsay Neiman is the mom. Her place of death is Prosser Creek Reservoir in Truckee, Nevada County, California. Death reported by a private dive company, so they did not name Adventures with Purpose by name. Autopsy
Oh, so they didn't name Adventures of Purpose by name. They just said a private dive company.
Oh, okay.
Prosser Creek Reservoir. At work, no.
Yeah, it's really low. I'm probably gonna have to fucking record it and then put the volume up and then replay it.
Okay, you want to stop it?
Yeah, because it's super low. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry about that. I try to
No,
max
it's
out
okay.
my volume.
It's not your fault. I was gonna say it's not your fault. I think it's just because she. Yeah, it sounds like it's her recording. Normally she does normally it's louder than that. So
do you think she sabotaged? She's like, okay, I know people are gonna play this video. I'm gonna really be low. That's a joke.
No, Splendor's not like that. I don't think so. I mean,
I'm joking. I'm messing with
I was gonna say I don't think she would do that. She's really nice. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyhow, you know where it's at. So this is where it's at. It's on Plunder. If you want to go listen to it or watch it, you want to get screenshots and go over it.
Yeah, she wasn't that intoxicated actually. So
matter of fact, yeah, I was gonna say if there's anything you want to go over, go screenshot whatever you want from there and email it to me and we'll put it up and go through it or whatever. But I'm not going through anything personal like menstrual cycles and diva cups and things
what
like
does
that.
that even what does that even have to do with the case? Like, is she just lost the plot? Like completely lost the plot?
I have no fucking idea. I didn't watch. I don't know, but I don't think it's appropriate to be talking about that anyhow. So
yeah, I don't think it's appropriate at all. I think it's kind of a shitty thing to do. You can't even let this lady die with dignity.
Let her have her dignity. Come on, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
I said she's a 16-year-old girl. She said that's really personal. She doesn't want to, no teenager wants to be having all of YouTube talk about her private area and her menstrual cycle. That's embarrassing as hell.
Yeah. Did someone say pregnancy? They would have probably.
Yes, actually, you know what, Kayla? Yes. Somebody did start a rumor that they seen a pregnancy test in her car when they took the picture of her charger in the Truly can, and you know what I'm saying? Supposedly they did take a picture, or they seen a pregnancy test in the picture or something.
But that wouldn't even make sense then, because if it was an autopsy and she was pregnant, it would have been like an unborn fetus type of deal.
It would have said it in there, yeah.
They wouldn't be like, we need to check her menstruation. They'd just be like, okay, there's no unborn fetus in her. That's pretty much says that she's not pregnant. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can explain that.
And a lot of people were saying that she was naked. We know for a fact she wasn't.
That's another point I've said. AWP was literally sitting there. They were insinuating, oh, she had shoes. I can say that she had shoes.
Yes, I know. She said there was one. I did hear her say there was one shoe and one sock off. So, I mean, obviously, you know what I mean?
It's so stupid. I mean, it's just a complete.
Why do we have to?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
something. Let me see if I can make it louder on my laptop. Let me see here.
I'm trying to see where the part. I'm trying to see the conditions of the clothes that they describe. I'm trying to get to that part.
Okay, I don't know if y'all are even going to be able to hear this or not. If not, we'll just people can go watch on their own. I don't know. I got it. I turned it up or whatever. If there's a certain part, like I said, you want to go over, go screenshot it, email it to me, and we'll go over it.
I believe it's pronounced.
Okay,
Rodney,
can you guys hear her?
1st, 2015. Never married. 5'5", 103 pounds. Blonde hair, hazel eyes, white female. Remains identified by, or how identified, Detective Strachan during the autopsy. Lindsay Newman is the mom. Her place of death is Prosser Creek Reservoir in Truckee, Nevada County, California. Death reported by a private dive company, so they did not name Adventures with Purpose by name. Autopsy, removed to coroner, yes. Cause, drowning. Other conditions, none. Manner of death, accident at Prosser Creek Reservoir. At work, no. The date of injury.
Can y'all hear it?
I can hear it, and they say they can hear it better.
It said the decedent drowned in a lake while inside her vehicle. So that's what we have there. We have the case number, the reporting officer, Kylie's home address, all of the things we know. Hazel eyes, blonde hair, DNA taken, no. DNA refused, no. It gave us the GPS coordinates, the date that Adventures with Purpose found her, 8/21/22. Time of arrival on scene is 6:58 p.m., which seems a little late. Time reported, however, was 10:07. Search and rescue request reported to Placer County Sheriff's Office. The date reported August 6, 2022. Time of death given on August 21st is 8:33 p.m. Now it's saying she
Time of death is 8:33 p.m. What the hell? She said 8:33 p.m. was the time of death.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense at all. What the hell?
Where did she
Why
read
did they
that?
say that? Huh?
What part did she read that from? I'm trying to read that.
Shit, here, let me tell you right where I'm at. Let's see. Oh, I'm 2 minutes and 52 seconds in.
52 seconds in.
Oh, it looks like it's 2 minutes and like 49 seconds in. I guess I don't know. It's
Vehicles near.
And the vehicle was near these coordinates given. They don't know if she was an organ tissue donor. Unknown contagious diseases. Unknown medical info. Cause of death, however, is still pending investigation. So that's
the cause of death is still
important.
pending the investigation.
Yeah, this might be an earlier report.
Forensic pathologist. No scars, marks, or tattoos observed, but we know allegedly she supposedly had the number 17 tattooed on her.
So they're saying she had no tattoos and no identifying marks, but I thought she had the tattoo number 17 on her.
Okay, so Real's saying it's the time they might have pulled her out of the water.
No, that is the time that they declared her deceased. And in this case, it would be the time she was found or pulled out of the water. It's not her actual time of death.
Oh, okay.
And everywhere else, pretty much in the document, I do believe it's going to list the manner of death is like the drowning or whatever. That is an inconsistency. But also, we have to remember the death certificate was certified as pending and released already. So that's going to have to be amended. And that's all one big electronic system in some states. So we're going to have to be patient for that. I just wanted to jump up and say that real quick.
No, I'm glad you did because I was trying.
That's something I actually know quite a bit
Yeah.
about, you know. But that's going to be when she was found and declared by the medical examiner to be deceased. So,
that makes sense. That makes absolutely.
I'll jump back down. I'll be back when I'm done.
Oh yeah, Queen, did you pin the link or are you gonna do that?
Yeah. You want me to pin it right now?
Oh
you
no,
guys
it's
want
up to you.
want me to pin it now?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they want to come up or not. Depends on just not sure if they want you want to do that.
Oh, thank you, Jones, and I appreciate you, baby. Okay, so are you trolling or what are you talking about, Kayla?
Page 4, line 134, 135.
Right, I'm not going over that, and I just said that. So I don't know if you're putting that in there to be a whole asshole, or if you're putting that in there so I don't go to that part, or what. I mean,
I hope it's the not go to that part.
I'm just trying to understand what's going on here because maybe I missed some comments or something. With you know what I mean? Maybe she said something and I missed the comments above or something.
Yeah.
Maybe she's saying avoid that part. I don't know, shit. But I don't want to fucking read that part like that. I don't want to be diving into that, dealing with that, you know? So play the rest of it, or y'all want to go listen to it yourselves? What y'all want to do?
Oh, you can play the rest of it, but I wasn't sure if you were going to pin the link or something like that for people. I wasn't sure.
Oh, I missed it. Hold on, I must have missed it then. See, I probably missed a damn comment. Damn it. Well, anyhow, here, I'm going to turn it back on real fast.
Okay.
Observed on her ribs. Was it because of the state of Kylie's body? Personal physician unknown, personal dentist, next of kin. Lately, Rodney and Rodney were contacted by CHP's Truckee office at 9:45 on August 21st. They notified there was a decedent located in the vehicle registered to Kylie Rodney. Positive ID was not able to be made at that time. Based on circumstantial evidence, the decedent was believed to be Kylie Rodney. They were advised of the pending pathologist report for confirmation of identity and a cause of death. Investigation. I was called to respond to Prosser Creek Reservoir to a peninsula southwest of Prosser Family Campground. I was advised a female decedent was located within the cargo space of the vehicle Kylie Rodney was reported to have been driving. I responded to the location to handle the coroner's case.
So, scene, okay.
So that's
and then they got body position. So they have body position, body condition, mortuary statements, remains removed by, and then property. So that's what she's about to go over.
County Sheriff's Office deputies, CHP officers, Truckee PD officers, and detectives from Nevada County Sheriff's Office were all near a tow truck. I spoke to Detective Sonier, who advised me that law enforcement divers had hooked the tow truck's winch to a vehicle under the water and were assisting with recovering the vehicle. I waited until the vehicle was removed from the water and I was given permission to begin my investigation. Body position. There was a white female decedent located in the rear cargo compartment of the silver 2013 Honda CRV. The right leg of the decedent was against the pillar of the back seat and resting near the headrest. The remainder of the decedent was behind the seats and not visible from outside the vehicle. FBI agents and techs donned Tyvek suits and protective gear and entered into the vehicle. The body was removed under my supervision by FBI agents and FBI crime scene techs. The body was placed in a large black vinyl body bag, visually inspected, and the bag was sealed. No items were removed from the deceased's person, and the remains were later transported by Tucky Tahoe Mortuary directly to the Placer County morgue. The body showed obvious signs of bloating, lividity, and decomposition. There was skin swelling, and no positive ID could be made due to the decomposition present on the face. Mortuary. Detective Sonnier told me that the decedent was going to be transported directly to the Placer County morgue and scheduled for examination on Tuesday. No mortuary photographs were taken by this investigator. Statements. I was advised by Detective Sonnier that he believed the decedent was Kylie Mae Rodney based on his investigation. I did not obtain additional statements related to this case while I was on scene. Tucky Tahoe Mortuary funeral counselor Alyssa Babcock arrived on scene and transported the decedent's remains to Placer County's morgue facility at approximately 9:20 on August 21st, 2020.
So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it just they found that the location of the corpse. Yeah. I'm just trying to like, yeah. It says I've recently reviewed the, and then it gets in the pathology report, and it says, if you go a little further down, it says Nevada County Sheriff's Office, case 1220250, and supplemental investigation, and basically
And
it
Mod,
said,
will you guys drop Plunder's link so people have her link and they can go subscribe to her and go listen to her? Like I said, go like her stuff and give her a view and stuff because she did a really good job, I think, reading these out, you know, with respectfully,
yeah,
I guess.
I think she also did research during the video to just like to decide what, you know, figure out what's going on with the
Right, and
terminology.
she just read it. She didn't add any speculation. She didn't add to it. She didn't put her opinions in it, involved
Yeah.
in it. Like, you know what I mean? She just simply read the report and that was it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what part does it say that the clothes that she had all the time, because that would piss me off. That really pissed me off when I heard, because you
about
know, like,
what her with one outfit or whatever one.
Yeah, but you know how like AWP was like, we can't make comments about her clothes. We can't make comments if she has shoes on, you know, and everyone was speculating she was
we
naked.
can't answer that.
Yeah, and everyone was speculating if she was naked in the back of the car. And that was the thing I was like really like pissed off about, because it's like, guys, like you basically fed these people into speculating that she was actually like assaulted. Because you just didn't want to be either, you didn't want to say, oh, we didn't see her body and identify her like what she had on, or she just be, or you know, this is what she had on as clothes, or we're told not to actually comment on that by the police. You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, for instance, if you go to if you go to 1722, it says clothing, and it says the upper body is covered in spaghetti strap black French cut bodysuit. A pair of black briefs are on the lower body as well. The lower body is also covered with green twill pants with a black belt through the belt loop bearing a multiple rivets. The belt appears buckled. A gray-green sneaker is on the right foot, along with a multicolored ankle-length sock. A matching sneaker accompanies the body within the body bag. Matching left sock is inside the loose left sneaker. Except for the shoe being off the left foot, the clothing appears relatively normal in position. Personal property includes a white metal hoop through a piercing in the left nasia, nasia. I'm not sure what that is. Look up. The right ear has 3. So it goes through the details, but basically, it's like she had her clothes on, and he went on multiple channels and said that we can't comment. She has clothes on. Like, can you like just believe that shit? It says, doesn't it say no alcohol? It says like 0.8. Like I heard Ringo basically.
No,
like,
because that's what they.
And that could be just like decomposition of the body. So I mean, Ringo says it's not even like a lot she had in her system. I saw in his comment.
Oh, here, you know what? Let me go check Mike's email because I didn't even realize. Hold on a second. Mike said he said he emailed me that AWP messaged him back today and told him they would be releasing the other videos. Is that what I'm hearing, Mike? Is that what you're saying? Let me go check your email, buddy. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Who is this mysterious Mike? What information does he have? Will he break the case? Find out in the next 5 minutes. That's what I was thinking, B Tim. I learned that in the pyramid. Yeah, I agree. They are purposely tried to infer something was up with her. They not only infer, they basically like made it sound like she was assaulted. Like it really did sound like it. Everything they said led to that conclusion. Oh, I can only comment on her shoes.
Hold on, Mike. No, buddy. They just said they already made a statement on YouTube and they sent you a link. That's all they said, okay? They didn't say they were releasing any other videos or anything. I went through and read all 3 of them. That's not what they said, okay? I think maybe you might have misunderstood a little bit, but it basically was just saying that they had already made a statement and you can find it on YouTube and they sent the link with it. They linked it to for you. So that's kind of what that was, man. Anyhow, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's up, Cappy?
Oh, real quick. While we're on the subject, because I never really felt it was like super important, but while we're on the subject of AWP messaging people back, I had emailed them or I'd reached them through their website like a couple weeks back around the Upchurch time of when he said, I donated. Why don't you just go follow up with AWP and ask them about it? He told somebody in the chat. So I went over there and asked, and they said that they wouldn't share it because they don't talk about people's donations, which I understand. Because, like, why would they go around talking about their donators' donations? I just thought maybe it would be different, because he's a public figure and it was very talked about, and he told people to follow up with them. But yeah, they responded back to me. And with the email attached, it has like a little, not disclaimer, but like little thing like telling me basically I legally can't share it with anybody. But
okay, so we all have to. Okay, guys, there's 172 people in the chat. Everyone email them to get the answer. Okay, they just confirmed.
No, I can't like put it in a video or show it, but I could talk about whatever the fuck I want.
Like, I love that answer. Like, okay, guys, no, like, come on, guys, can't you just tell people that like he donated? Like, come on, like he literally said he was going to donate. If he donated,
and that makes a difference. Like, because if people think they're on the shoestring budget when they're really getting 100K out of like one person here and then you know what I mean? Like that makes a difference. Like don't.
Well,
like
no, not only that, it's like it's not. I mean, like I'm not going to be the Ryan Upchurch defender, but it's unfair to him because if he donated $100,000. I think he should get some kind of credit for donating $100,000, even though he made the lives of these families members a heck of a horrible. But still, like you
But it was super public and super talked about. The whole like I'm going to donate the Hellcat or 100,000. Like I don't know.
I think it's just crazy if they don't tell people that he donated because he said, yeah, I'm donating $100,000. And if they said, yeah, he donated $100,000, that would eliminate a lot of people saying, well, Brian never donated the money. Ryan's lying. Ryan is just, lying to everyone. I mean, like, come on, just say it. Like, really, guys, it's just ridiculous. I hate that shit. But anyway, it is crazy, Cappy. Insanity.
It's
insanity. But yeah, I don't know, man. The whole thing is like their videos are all clickbait, man. Every single goddamn one of them is starting to become clickbait. Did you see their recent videos?
No, I didn't. Like
let's just look at the titles. Just look at the titles. Like if you go to the titles, it's like some of them are okay, like whatever, missed Sunday church. Not like it's like, but another one says alligator scare, searching the Everglades.
Right.
Look in the glove box. Like, oh my God. Like, who is writing this? Like, holy shit.
I honestly, like, I've watched them for a while now, like, but I mostly, like, I don't know. I don't watch the whole video of, like, all of their videos, but I watch the found ones.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, they could have easily just won the day. We signed up as members, and everyone would just be happy, and they wouldn't say one thing if they didn't speculate. but they try to do the true crime speculation and it backfired. It's like, okay, it completely backfired because their organization relies on their credibility to do their job. And it's like, you know, if you start losing your credibility, people start not wanting to donate.
Think about it though. Listen, like it probably didn't affect them that much because that was their argument of trying to get people to, like, you know, believe what they were saying or what they were presenting, right? Like, we wouldn't put this in the title and talk about this if we didn't think it was true. Our credibility is everything. But really, it didn't affect them much.
Yeah, it didn't affect them that much. I think they got a lot of views for the Kylie, but I think, like I heard earlier, like Sue says, like they got 2 million views. They probably would have gotten 2 million views without the speculation for the Kylie. She said that. I absolutely agree with her. Like, I absolutely 100% agree with her with that one. Because people would have watched it. And it's like, you know, I don't think they need to do it. I mean, like, they just need to just dive, get cars, and, you know, tell the story of a missing person. And if they find them, great. If they don't, they just spread awareness and that's it. Move on to the next and just tell the facts, you know? And for them to lower themselves to these channels, that was the most disappointing part. Like, to see them like lower themselves to like these channels, these true crime channels. It's like some of them, like, that was so disappointing. That's like seeing like the hero bend the knee to the villain or something, to my opinion. But like, that's terrible. Now it's all quiet. I'm the only one talking. Queen's out. Cappy's fighting someone, probably. That's a joke. She's not fighting anyone. Let me see. WP hired a lot of new people, and the CEO, as per last video, and his feeling of their videos did change a lot. Yeah, they're trying to expand. When you're expanding, you need more money. And I don't think I've heard people say contradictory comments like they're our charity, they're not a charity. I think they're not a charity. They're for-profit business, so they need money to pay their employees. That's absolutely true. But there is a proper way and an improper way. Proper way is to do what you do best, is basically go and dive. An improper way is to insinuate Jagger has anything to do with Kylie being missing, and you know, having borderline clickbaiting titles that basically insinuate crimes to occurring when it's just an accident, like the Julissa Fuentes situation, where it's like she had an accident and they still have on the thumbnail kidnapping or missing. I think it have. Let me see. Tragedy Pimps exposed. Love your last video. Clowns are all clowns. Yeah, Tragedy Pimp makes good videos. I have to say, I like Tragedy Pimp's videos. I was going to watch this video until the paywall, and then I saw. See, I unfortunately paid the extra money. Well, so I'm actually annoyed because I was not an AWP member, and then when Kylie Ronnie was found, and I heard all good remarks about how great they were. Just like Zav Girl, I thought they did a great job, and I joined, and I think I paid the extra $6. Like, I think I did pay that. So yeah, I got grifted again, unfortunately. I might need to change my name to, you know, the Grifted. I'm not the grifter, I'm the grifted, because I lost my money there. So unfortunately. And it's very quiet because I think Queen has been kicked out and Cappy is very quiet. Radio silent. Let me see. That's what it's doing now. Bait clicking. Yeah, it is. They're just basically like they're baiting people to click, and it's like, do you really need to do it? Not really. AWP have to get rid of that main guy for things to change. I'm not giving them a pat on the back now for what they did. No way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's changed because they didn't usually do this. I mean, you look at their videos, it just completely changed from what they used to do, which was basically just, you know, it was a little clickbaity, but welcome to YouTube. Everything's clickbait. You know, if you want someone to watch your videos, you got to have a good thumbnail and a good title, or no one's going to ever watch your videos, no matter how good your content is. But, you know, it gets to the point where you're trying to get people in to a point where you're insinuating a crime that has not been proven or, you know, at all. Like, that's my thought process. And I'm getting tomatoes. I guess that was, I got too many compliments and people are throwing tomatoes. And I know I'm not, I'm just holding down the fort until Queen gets back. But anywho, then they opened their mouths. Yeah. AWP would have to get rid of them. Yeah, I read that one already. There was no alligator scare when I saw that. It pissed me off. So there was no alligators in the alligator thumbnail, Boston. Figures, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, wouldn't that's what I like. That's a problem. Like, if you're like actually talking about the what the thumbnail is about, then I don't really think of that as clickbait. Because if it's like a murder investigation, like for instance, if you're doing a murder investigation, it would be about that. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what happened to Queen. She's disappeared. I think she's something bad happened. No, I'm joking. AWP got her. That's a joke again. Oh, B&B. Oh, those clowns. I couldn't believe they're still sitting in front. Like, there was 3,000 people watching literally a video of across the street. Sometimes I heard from Burden, it was like 4,000 people. And there's like nothing going on. I'm like, first off, I was like, do you people not like have a television? Are you just that bored that you're going to watch a fucking house with nothing going on? And then once in a while you see a Hobbit rock jump in front of your screen. I mean, geez Louise, man, these people, they need to find a TV show or something, or watch something, or do something else, because 4,000 people watching that shit, it's just crazy to me. Like, let me tell you, these 4,000 people.
What are we talking about here? What did I miss? What are we on to? Hobbit.
We're talking about Hobbit. I was holding down the stream. I wasn't talking about anything inflammatory. Don't worry. I didn't talk
about... I was going to say, I got, okay, so I was, first of all, I had to go do something with my little one. Anyhow, when I came back, I was trying to get logged into StreamYard, and I was checking my email, and I just started checking emails. Anyhow, Mike, I've got 4, it's came in 4 times. All of they're saying is that they're going to put out a statement, that they've already put out a statement, but they're not going to release these other videos. I didn't see that anywhere in here. So I don't know if maybe my email's glitching and that's why I got so many, or if you're sending me the same one thinking you're sending a different one. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't, either way though. I've already got it and it's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh,
so
okay. You want to post a link to people to jump on if you want?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
And I got some screenshots that were sent to me if you guys want to go over certain things, but again, I don't really want to go over her personal.
Don't worry. While you were gone, I accused a bunch of celebrities of crimes they didn't commit, and I said Queen Bee told me all this stuff, and she told me to say it.
Trying to get me sued or what?
Yeah, that was my. And then I proceeded to say a bunch of people's home addresses, and that was the whole idea of the stream.
You let me talk to people too.
He was on a doxing spree. It was terrible.
Cappy, you let this go down.
Cappy, I can't believe it.
I was interrupted by my kid running in the room, so I wasn't able to stop it. And I'm really sorry.
Fuck, we were both muted. Damn it. Beat him.
That was my chance. I was pretending to be nice on the stream just so I can get this chance. My mission has been completed. I'm leaving now.
You put a lot of work into this, I can tell.
It was a very, very long deep fake.
A very long troll.
Exactly. The longest of trolls. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, I was just commenting on how fucking bored do you have to be to watch a stream, 4,000 people watching a house that nothing happens.
Oh, great. I was going to ask you to come up here, if you would, please, before anybody else clicks the link, and show your video of her going into the stream. But then I thought, you know what, we've already seen it enough. And it's like beating a dead horse. And it's just really sad because it's at that moment in time, that's like we were talking about. She's really passed. You know what I mean? She's actually passed away. So it's like bothering me. You know what I'm saying? I was going to ask him hey, will you come up here? And then I'm like, no, maybe I better not. Just
because you know what's weird is I didn't even think about that until, and this is going to sound weird, you guys, until Annie Banani said it.
What did you not think about? I'm sorry.
About like that's literally a video of watching her die.
Yeah, it's absolutely watching her die.
Because it's so far away and you can't see her face, so you kind of become detached from what's actually happening. I guess.
Well, most people become detached with like because we watch bad things on the internet all the time, and we become detached because we're not there. Yeah. And then Gray's like hoping that people will have logic and reason and stop. No, Gray, they're going to continue. They're going to make new conspiracy theories and make more money. So no, they're not going to stop. I suspect there's going to be like 10, 15 more videos someone's going to make. I think so. That's my prediction.
I mean, it did kill the theories. Like he's right. It did debunk stuff.
No,
but that just doesn't matter to people.
No, they're gonna be like, how did she get in the back of the car? How did she get in the back of the car? Presser County is, they're hiding it. They don't want to reveal it. Look, they missed all this. They're just gonna, you know
what the favorite thing to say tonight in Zabs was? A bunch of people were saying it. Like they kept saying, this cover up is to protect their tourist trap of a town because they have ski resorts there. Like, okay, so you think the FBI, Homeland Security, and CHP is going to sign off on the stupid cover ups for some dumb ski resort town?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And Gray, I mean, like, listen, what is that K lady? You know, that YouTube's being sued for something. K something. I'm trying to remember.
Just K.
Just K. Yeah, she got sued because she's accused. I mean, and also you have to present damages, and also it's like, if Sammy and Jagger can show that they've lost something, and basically like these things being accused and hurt them, they have a lawsuit. But unfortunately, I doubt that the legal system has actually reached up to the point where they can stop this from happening for them. Maybe in the future. Maybe the question should be posed to Rakita Law or some like one of those law YouTubers or something. Maybe they'll have a clue on something. Maybe they could do a stream. But I don't know. I mean, like, I hope they could get sued for what they've done to Sammy.
What's up, Earth? You up here?
Yep, y'all are financially fucked.
I know. Listen, I think I even insinuated that you were alive still. I insinuated that you were actually still alive and on Mars too, Marilyn Monroe. So you have a lawsuit too against Queen Bee and myself. So and Cappy too. Cappy was here. She was quiet the whole time.
Why would I? Dude,
Cappy's
if I was on Mars, why would I have a lawsuit?
Well, your signal's.
I'm like billions of light years away.
Look. Hold on, Tragedy Pimps just said, Gray, you should see what the psychics have been up to. Don't get Cappy started.
Oh my God.
Don't get
Beach and me are both up here right now. Fuck all that. No, seriously. Me and Beach are like, we can't stand those people.
I don't stand them because they're just so like I can't stand like these people that do that. It's like,
did you have a grandma with an R name?
Oh, no.
Did you have did your grandpa have an R in his name?
No.
Oh, did he have like a
Did he have an I? Did he have an A? Like,
oh my God, bitch. Oh, now I get it. I'm like, oh my God.
Did he have like an A or a U in his name at all?
Yeah,
did he have an AEIOU?
Because you know what, I have a gentleman talking to me that looks just like your father, and you know what he says. Or did you lose a grandfather? I'm sorry. Did you?
Oh no.
They just they just start questioning you, like,
bitch, I swear to God.
And you answer like they just go off your answers. I swear, I feel like that's what they do. Like they just ask questions.
That's exactly what they do.
New channel for Queen. The grifting channel will be the mind reader criminal, like mind reading criminal. Oh no, what is?
Yes, let's do that.
Let's see.
Do that.
By any chance, did your grandpa happen to have a mother? Like literally, like they're about that slick and that thorough.
I just can't stand. I just can't stand them because it's It's just it's like, guys, and then when people like when you actually attack them, there's some people like, well, you're attacking someone for their beliefs. Well,
there's, I mean, like I said, there are some people that do have a gift, and I
There's a
do
difference.
appreciate that. I do believe in that. Now, that is my opinion. I know you guys feel differently, and that's okay. You know what I mean?
I actually agree with you.
I agree with you, and
None
that's
of these
what
people here are those people, though.
Yeah, but
Okay,
the
I was going to
problem
say, because I
is,
know that there's some people who really are talented. I do believe that they are, you know, they do have talent. And they do.
the problem is, if you
have-
were an actual psychic, the CIA would probably grab your ass off the internet and make you go into one of their facilities. Okay, if you could actually have that ability,
Literally.
you would not be on YouTube. The CIA would be like knocking down your door, and you
Right.
would be in Area 52. You know, or area, you know, like there's no way they would be like, or you just keep it secret and just use your gift for whatever, or
Hey,
whatever,
that's
good
where
or
my mom.
bad.
Hey, that's where my mama found me. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm
Area
just saying,
52.
like
No,
that's
you know
they would
what?
do.
I did have one of those on Facebook. Back in May, there was a woman that was trying to school me on psychics, and I'm like, I was like, can I ask you a question? Did your cousin have AEIOU and was the last name Bingo? She blocked me right away. I was like, I'm gonna use that every. I was like, I'm gonna use that every fucking time some of these dumbasses try to use that psychic shit against me.
Yeah, and it looks like we have a.
I'm gonna go to a real one.
I think we got a super
I'm not gonna.
What?
I think we got a super chat. I think we got a super chat.
What?
The truth of the matter is that I always like.
I love it.
When you're dealing with the esoterical stuff like that, be careful what you ask and be careful what you do, because you
Do
know.
I need to add in the "fuck you, Tony" at the end every time?
You should.
There you go.
He gets all mad.
There you go.
That's the whole reason why he even made that. And then he sings it, and then at the very end, he's like, "Fuck you, Tony."
Yeah, that was
so fucking funny to me.
Has he ever said anything about your little super chat play? Has he ever said anything about
No,
it?
and I tagged his ass too, because I hope his ass fucking
wow.
sees this. I hope he sees Gray Hughes'
I
posts,
honestly-
you know, his videos and stuff too. Because you know what? He's the one that started a whole lot of bullshit and a whole lot of shit got started because you know, he wanted to run with these bullshit conspiracy theories and.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Well, I guess payback's a bitch.
Someone's calling Gray a grift. Is someone calling Gray a grifter or something like that? No, he's not. He actually donated.
Really?
Right, he said, hold on, I don't think grifters donate 102,000.
Yeah, you people are out of your
in
mind.
less than 3 years. Right? He's done a lot. That's a lot. I hope somebody ain't calling you a grifter. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Well, they're talking shit about him monetizing his like true crime content.
Monetizing what? So you can make like $2.
Come
on.
Yeah.
Shit.
Exactly.
Like, okay,
You should be paid for your work, though. I don't think there's anything fucking wrong with that.
Can I ask you something? Has anyone edited a video? It takes you like fucking to do 6-minute video. Probably takes you like 2 hours or an hour if you do like an hour or so. To do a live stream, it's work. Okay, it's actual work. You should be paid for your labor. The problem is when I see people actually grift. When I say grift, I'm not talking about people being monetized on YouTube and making money from super chats or making money from videos. I have a problem when people basically use like guilt, lies, and basically accusing people of crimes.
Drag grieving families.
Yeah, like there's people that were making fun of like Kylie's mom, and I sat there. I was like, you people are real pieces of shit. Like honestly. You're lucky that you know what I mean. Like Queen Bee will probably just beat the shit out of that person, just be like hit them. But yeah,
Hey, if I ever decide to ever do live streams, at least I learned a lot from Queen. Okay, at least I know.
Yeah, I mean, like that's.
And I've actually learned a lot about what not to say, and if I ever like come close to saying something wrong, I have her in my ear. And it's like ready. She's like ready to kiss. She's like, I can hear her say, "Don't you dare say that! She'll kick your ass." I hear that in my ear now.
I thought you would hear.
Yeah,
like,
go ahead and laugh,
tea.
Cappy.
I thought you would hear like sweet tea, like sweet tea. I thought you would hear sweet tea in your ear, like whispering, "You know, you shouldn't do that. That's wrong."
No, I've got a Queen in my ear.
Shoulder, like, don't you fucking do that.
Yeah, and I can have Queen. I can have Cap in my ear and like, yeah, go ahead, you can do it. She ain't gonna do nothing.
Go ahead.
You know,
like,
you got the nice one, you got the devil.
I'm like the worst moderator or panel fucking co-host that ever lived. Go ahead.
Might as well, you know.
Well,
You gotta
Queen,
make
you
that
know
money.
what? It's like, you got the nice one and you got the evil one. But now
What am I?
Queen, you're the one that gets the tomatoes thrown at him. So, but see, Queen, she's not the evil one. She's just the one that tells you how it is. Cappy, she'll just tell you, well, no, you can't say that as long as you can, make it work. Just, don't make it sound, too bad. Don't say this or that, X, Y, and Z, and, stuff like that. Like last night when I was going off on one person in their comments, I was like, okay, can I say this? No, Queen will kill me if I do that. Can I say that? No, damn, I'm like, so.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
Well, I was going off on someone. I was going off on someone in LawTube, so.
Marilyn Monroe was often a petty person, so that's not how it is.
I am not. Shut up. You want to get some tomatoes? Dude, I'll throw some real tomatoes at you.
Okay.
Oh god,
I'll throw some cucumbers in there too, you little fool.
If you're losing subs because you're like, I don't know, speaking on what's right, then who cares, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, why would you want idiots around you in real life? Why would you want them in the digital world too? Get rid of the idiots. That's my, you know what I mean? I'd rather be by myself if I have to be in a room full of idiots. I'd rather be by myself. To be completely honest with you, stupidity breeds more stupidity. So if the more stupid people around you, the more stupidity will breed.
Well, when I was watching a few of Heels in the Air's videos, and I was watching a little Hobbit, I was like, this dude cannot be a content creator and be this stupid.
Yeah.
I wonder how many brain cells has he burned.
Oh, don't be careful.
Like,
you might get pushback because you might comment about marijuana. I got some pushback. I slipped on a joke. I didn't complete the joke.
I just smoked some earlier.
Yeah, and I mentioned stupid, and people were like so pissed off. It means like marijuana
Hold
doesn't
on,
make
you
you
guys.
stupid.
Michael R. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I didn't see it. Thank you so much. Go ahead, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt and be rude. I want to thank.
Oh, we were just talking about Hobbit.
No, it's just like.
So what's okay? So hold on. Yeah, I was gonna say if you guys want to talk about that, what's going on with that? Then.
I was just saying. I was just saying. Watching Heels in the Air's videos. How can you be a content creator
I love her
and be that
videos.
stupid?
I really do.
I do.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I just want to know how you can be a content creator and be that stupid. Just wondered.
She said, "I have a confession." What the hell did you do?
She's confessing she's really an Ryan Upchurch fan. She loves that man.
What did you do?
With all of her heart.
All of her heart and her soul.
Well, she's already confessed to that, didn't she? Oh, no, she said she liked them.
YouTube heart. Who's admitting to this? What?
We love you, Buttercup.
Oh, Buttercup definitely loves Ryan Upchurch.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, but basically Dolly's literally sitting out there with AOL connections, internet connection, while staring at a house that, like, nothing's happening, and you once in a while see him run around the front.
Yeah,
like
can't even spell the kid's name. Can't even spell that kid's name.
He doesn't even know who's, like, the kid that's missing. It's like, I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's so fucking ridiculous that this guy is, like,
so
going
stupid.
down there.
Not only is the connection terrible, but like I don't usually like bash like camera like picture quality, but literally looks like he did it with the flip phone. Like,
well, that's where all your super chats go to fund his operation. That's where the money goes, guys. The drones.
Watch our video from the night.
The drones that come out, like he all that technology you guys paid thousands and thousands of dollars for. You're seeing it in person, guys. It's really coming together. And if you don't realize that's sarcasm, then
okay. So basically, Hobbit and Baba just stood outside their house all fucking day today and did nothing else. That's it.
Yeah, I got like 4,000 people live watching. That's how. Yeah, I don't understand those people. There is something called TV. There is other things to watch.
And you know what? That's entertainment.
Yeah, that's pretty much entertainment.
No, I just watched like the worst and the last of a movie from a franchise that was a lot better than watching these two nitwits. And I'm about to watch that movie again because those two nitwits, they're dumb. I don't know how anybody watches their content. I don't. They don't provide anything. And Bullhorn Betty thinks she's some
People
sort
love
of
a shit
media
show, though. They
journalist.
really do. People love a train wreck. I'm serious as hell. Like I'm so serious. Drama sells.
But is Baby Gap
They know
right?
that.
Does she literally have like 42 mugshots?
We've talked about that. Her fucking mugshots ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Don't mean shit. No, that doesn't mean a motherfucking thing. Shit,
Well,
she's still out here making fucking bank. She's still out here getting her shit paid for. She's getting vacations paid for. She's, you know what I'm saying? Drama sells. You see it. You see, they are providing a shit show. They are putting on a shit show.
oh, hobbits shit show smoking weed all day and throwing
Like
out
it's a fucking
stuff.
circus to them. Yeah, he's sitting on top of her SUV rental car, smoking weed, recording.
I saw that. I saw that.
All right,
I'm like,
so
dude, really?
you got the message. Now we got to start drama. Okay, I don't like you, Marilyn Monroe, because your last movie, the couch. Let's see if
Hey,
we get
I
some viewers.
I wasn't in it. I wasn't in it. Someone else was.
What
I
was
was
it called?
replaced.
The casting couch movie you were in.
I was. You know what?
didn't
I
like
did
that
such a
movie.
shitty. I did such a shitty job. They replaced me.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I don't like that movie. I'm mentioning a movie that's like over like 70 years old. Probably people don't even know it.
I won't do because I wasn't even born then.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm like 30 years shy of that.
I'm actually 100-year-old
But
woman. So
you know what got me? You know what got me is that in Heels' video, they were gonna go search the landfill. Can someone look up that landfill for me? We're gonna go search it. I'm like, what? I'm like, excuse me?
I was
I'm
actually
like,
hoping
did I hear that right?
I was hoping that either the cops would arrest him for jailwalking or smoking weed, or an attack like dumpster dog or something would attack them on a live stream. To be completely honest with you, last time I don't know. I don't like that shit. Like,
It was especially funny what my mom said when she came in and saw me watching that video.
Like, and the reason why, yeah, it was funny, but I mean, like, the reason why I was like really pissed off is, imagine this: they are going to try to live stream a dead body.
They're so stupid.
I mean, like, you're not going to be able to live stream. If you live stream a dead body on YouTube, goodbye. Your YouTube channel goes bye-bye. Okay, that happened to Logan Paul.
What about Bullhorn Betty threatening? That should be a bye-bye. That should be a bye-bye.
Did she threaten to sit on you or something?
Ew, gross. Oh no.
Not like that. Whoa, way, you go in the gutter. I meant
it's the way you said it. It was the way you said it.
Okay, that wasn't the way I said it. Okay.
Anyway.
What's up? I mean, like, what did she threaten?
It was like, bringing her little, hand G to the U to the N.
What? G to the U to the N. Oh, okay. See, this is what happens
Bringing
when you
that.
ask me past my pen. I get it. I had to write that down and calculate it because my brain's not working now. So yeah, I got what you meant. I don't know what.
Or like, if grandma wants to start something, I don't mind sending someone to jail, that kind of thing.
Yeah, she's
when you're throwing stuff out like that, people misconstrue that as threats.
Yeah, you're very dumb. If you're going to commit a crime, you probably shouldn't be announcing it on social media. Probably the last place you want to announce your criminal activities. No, I am not high.
I watch this one channel and I cringe watch it. I've showed me and Queen at that one fucking, what's his name?
We got your excuse why you watched the channel now. You cringe watch it, quote unquote.
Oh no, I shamelessly and unapologetically subscribe and watch everybody, whether I like them or not. Like, I really do. I'm a cringe and hate watcher all day, every day. But yeah, no, that fool is just too much. It's like I go from being mad at him to just laughing hysterically because he's that ridiculous. Like he's so over the top ridiculous, like how he's talking shit. Like I'll be mad because he's like, talking to Lindsay Neiman, like just straight out of her, like just fucking directly to her, saying horrible things. But then he'll like get all fucking like gangster thugalicious, like he's so tough, and it's just so cringy. It's so bad. It's
Well,
so
like
funny.
Cinema.
It's
Well, it's like
kind
what
of
Cinema said in his video. People are still online threatening her. That
he
she
like
should rot
said
in
some
hell.
dumbass shit like jump in the water. It's pretty shallow. I wonder if you can swim.
You mean
And I'm
that's
just like, oh
How
my
would he
god.
know?
And
When
why
was the
would
last
you
time he was
ask
in
her if she
water?
could swim if the water's fucking shallow? Do you know what I mean? Like that doesn't like his little catchy like little thing he said didn't really go. It didn't make sense. It didn't like I don't know. Just
well.
didn't
I
roll off the
purposely,
Oh
tongue.
my God.
I connected the dots when watching him. I saw his bottle of booze. It had like the Soviet Union symbol on it,
Yeah.
and I thought,
I saw that too.
and me and Texas, true Texas, we saw Putin in the sunglasses. So I think he's working for Russia.
The
So
Soviet Union. I haven't heard that in so long. The Soviet
the
Union.
USSR. So I
The
think
USSR.
I think he's working with him. So that's my opinion on that case.
Is
I mean,
Mikhail Gorbachev still alive?
I think I'm not sure. He might be a little drunk though. He usually drinks a lot. That guy.
I remember that fool when I was a little girl, like from watching the news with my grandpa.
Yeah. Nope. He died in 2000. Wow. Kind of interesting. August 30th, 2022. I wonder if a certain Putin had something to do with that.
Wait, he died just a couple about this August?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's
How old was
begin
he?
the
Like 500? Like
What's-
fuck, that fool was old. Back in the day, he was old.
Well, he was born in 31. I'm going to pretend that I
Okay.
know that from the top of my head and not reading it from a Wikipedia article.
Okay, all right. Oh my god. He's the fool that had that birthmark on his head.
Yeah, but he was pretty smart. I watched this movie. I'm trying to remember this movie. It was about a woman that just like it was when Stalin died. It was like a funny comedy type of movie. And basically, Gorbachev was actually a lot smarter than people gave him credit for. He would make sure he would go. I think he would go. I'm thinking this is the guy. He would actually tell jokes to his wife every night, and his wife would recommend if it was too funny, she would be like, "Don't bring it down a little bit." And if it was too close to the core, she would be like, "Don't put that joke." Because you have to realize every night, so like a couple of nights a day, like of the week, he would literally grab all his close confidants, Stalin, bring them to his cabin and play like Western cowboy movies while they were drinking. And he would purposely stay sober and get his friends drunk and see if they would say anything. And he would have two guys outside with guns ready to grab them and execute them. So you have to like literally yeah, that was how it was.
Holy shit.
So yeah,
That was Mikhail Gorbachev?
No, that was Stalin. Mikhail Gorbachev literally was telling his wife jokes to tell Stalin so he would be like funny but not too funny, and he was like on this tightrope the whole time, and that's why he survived, because he wasn't too big of a guy and he wasn't too small of a guy. He stayed like kind of in the middle.
Right.
So that's and there was like I'm trying to remember the movie. It was actually funny.
Hey, Kat.
Leave Putin.
Sam,
What's up?
I left what my mom said about Hobbit in that private chat.
Oh, what's
Buttercup, are you up here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, baby.
Hi, Buttercup.
Hi, Buttercup.
Hi, Buttercup.
Why is everybody being so nice to me?
Well, because
What-
we were actually talking a lot of shit in the back chat about you.
We were, and we feel kind
Yeah.
of bad. So
it's kind of guilt
Yeah,
we're
so-
having.
Yeah, it's kind of we're trying to guilt trip you,
telling you that you like Brilliant Upchurch. I was kind of mean.
That you're
Kind of mean
low.
on my part. So like, I feel
And I was
We kept it going.
And I was actually working on a thumbnail for my next video about you. I put like you and Ryan next to each other on a date under the
Nothing
moonlight.
can ruin my night.
With hearts in the
I
eyes.
have ice cream. I have ice cream, chocolate ice cream with Snickers, Reese's, an Oreo, and Butterfinger on top. Nothing can ruin my night.
I will
Not
try.
even you.
I will try. I will absolutely try. But anywho, I mean, so that was. I'm trying to remember now the movie. Now, what was that movie? Jeez.
Sandlot.
No, the
Oh
movie
my
where.
goodness, that picture looks good, girl. What is that? Some brownie cupcake thing?
No, I just told you. It has like
Oh.
Snickers and Reese's and Oreos and Butterfinger. So
Dang, girl. Okay. Damn, I was reading this email. Listen, I want to read this to you guys real quick. Hold on. I want to I was reading this email real fast, and hold on. I think I might be maybe missing half of it. I don't know. It just says before the disappearance of her youngest son, Simon, 22, had been the subject of multiple police investigations in recent years. On April 12, 2019, a Chatham County police officer was dispatched to 5801 Girard Avenue in reference to a trespass report. Simon wanted her brother, Paul Simon, removed and banned from the property. She believed Paul stole $100 from her mom, which would be Billy Joe. Because of that, she had to pay her mom back. She claimed her brother was bragging about stealing $100 from another woman. At first, Paul told the police he never stole the money, but then he later admitted to stealing it because he didn't have any. Simon told the police officer she wanted to press charges, and Paul Simon was arrested and charged with theft by taking, which is a misdemeanor, and
Yeah, we're not hearing anything else. I think you cut out.
Oh, I cut out. Okay, so which one? What did I cut out on?
That was the test, right? To see if we were listening. No, I'm joking. The charge with a misdemeanor for the $100.
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, he was charged with a misdemeanor and transported to the detention center. So on September 7th, another police officer responded to a call for a domestic dispute at 535 Buckhalter Road. Simon told the police officer that she and her mother had a fight over clothes in the washing machine. Simon said it started when she removed her clothes so her mom, Billy Joe Howell, could use the washer. That led to a larger argument between the two, specifically about how things were, in quotes. So hold on. There's a whole lot of her mom. Simon said got into her face and shoved her. Simon fell into the wall, injuring and bruising her elbow. Both her and her older child and Quentin witnessed the fight. She said that she called the police because she did not want her kids around them. Another reason Simon called, she told the police officer, was because she was on probation. So there we go. There's the answer to was she on probation or not.
But I think Buttercup's too busy eating her. We're talking about Quentin.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah, she's in
she's
in a diabetic coma now, guys.
Well, it says Howell, however, told the police a slightly different story, saying Simon instigated the fight. While the fight did start with the use of the washing machine, Howell claimed that she was having other issues with her daughter. She was frustrated because she took. Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is probably the real reason now.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, go back for a second.
What?
I'm sorry.
Well, no, what are you confused about, though? What?
I am confused about the whole thing because I didn't understand what this was about, and I stopped paying attention. Okay, so she's on probation because of a fight?
I don't know. She just said she was on probation.
No, she's on probation for something from the past, but when the cops came because of the fight, she told the cops I'm on probation.
She just said another reason Simon called is she said she told the police officer because she was on probation. Like, she just didn't say why or nothing. She just said she was on probation. That's why she called the police. I'm guessing maybe so she didn't get in more trouble or something. I don't know. I don't know if she did. I mean, obviously she's got a criminal, like a criminal history. You know what I mean? That's what they're saying on here. This is like, I think these are just like 3 or 4 different times that she called the cops or whatever. That's what this is. This email's about. Because it says on April 12th, they got into it. Her brother stole $100 from her mom. She got blamed for it. Her and her mom got into a fight. Her brother admitted that, yes, he did take the money from mom. And she wanted him kicked out and pressed charges on him for stealing it. So the next day, what is this? So that happened in April. So then September 7th, okay, that happened, let's see here, April 2019. So let's see here, September 7th, and I'm guessing probably this year maybe, because it doesn't have a date to say otherwise. So September 7th, they got into it over the washing machine because Billy wanted to wash her clothes, and Leilani's clothes were in there.
So basically, a very chaotic household, basically.
Yeah, Billy said that's not why. Okay, so here on September 7th, okay, look, the officers responded to a call for a domestic dispute at 535 Buckhalter Road. Simon told the police officer that she and her mother had a fight over clothes in a washing machine. Simon said it started when she removed the clothes so her mom, Billy Joe Howell, could use the washer, which led to a bigger argument between the two, specifically on how things were. Like how things were going to be around the house. You know what I mean? So mom was probably pissed the fuck off. She's like, look, I'm tired of you leaving clothes in here. They probably fucking stunk. Do you leave clothes in a washer that smells like mold? You know what I mean? She's probably like, get your clothes out of here. I'm going to wash my fucking clothes. And it probably went into a fight from there because I'm sure she's probably not Susie Homemaker, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Her mom, okay, so Simon said, got into her face and shoved her. Simon fell into the wall, injuring and bruising her elbow. Both her older child and Quentin witnessed the fight. She said that she called the police because she did not want her kids around that. Another reason she called was because she told them she was on probation. So she must have done something to get on probation. I don't know what the hell she did, but she did something.
Yeah. So basically, not a very good, conducive environment for children to thrive in.
Yeah. And then, okay, so here's this. Let's check this out. Let's see. Okay. Billy Howell, however, told the police officer a slightly different story, saying that Simon instigated the fight. While the fight did start over the use of the washing machine, Howell claimed that she was having other issues with her daughter. Okay, she was frustrated because she took care of the household and paid all of the bills, and yet Simon had. Okay, hold on. She was frustrated because she took care of the household and paid all of the bills, and yet Simon, her 2 children, and her boyfriend lived there. Howell's son told police he was tired because Simon had a history of stealing from her mother and buying drugs, a problem that went back really far. She admitted to shoving Simon, but only after Simon screamed at the top of her lungs in her face. Simon told the So that's okay. So they've been going at it for a while. Simon told the police officer she did not want to press charges against her mom. Hal, however, told the police officer she may have to evict Simon, her boyfriend, and her 2 children. One day later, Hal filed a disposition notice. Okay, so here we go with the Chatham County Magistrate Court to evict Simon, her boyfriend Daniel Youngkin, from the home. But it's okay. So before that, it says she told the police officer she may have to evict Simon, her boyfriend, and her 2 children. But then it says, did you hear that? When she was going to evict Simon. Okay, so Simon told the police officer she did not want to press charges against her mom. Hal, however, told the officer that she may want to evict Simon, her boyfriend, and her 2 children. One day later, she filed for the notice in the magistrate court, okay, to evict Simon and her boyfriend, Daniel Youngkin, from the home. Then it says on October 5th, 9:42 a.m., Simon made the 911 call for the missing child. In the police report, she is listed as the complainant and the victim. 8 days later, though, CCPD and the FBI named her the prime suspect in Quentin's disappearance and what they believe is to be his likely death. Sorry.
Yeah, I was actually explaining that myself. That was basically.
So she's had a long. I mean, they've had history with the police. You know what I'm saying? They've been in fights. They've had history. They have issues.
When you're reading
Hold on,
this sounds very recent.
She said she robbed from her employer in North Carolina on November 2nd, 2021.
Yeah, it's from September.
And so she's got a long history of using drugs. I can only imagine what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. But
Hey,
Queen, who sent you that? Was that like an article?
That was probably an article.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a long one too. Yeah.
Oh. Because okay, I know you said some dates in there. You said like 2021, which would have been last year. But like all of this sounds like it's all recent. Like, and what I'm trying to say is things just keep happening and there's so much tension between the mom and the daughter in that house. It just kept building up, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like maybe. I mean, I don't know if that would be the thing that would set her off. I mean, like I don't understand why she would probably like. Well, the main suspect is the daughter, obviously. So I don't know what would set her off. Her anger towards a kid, not the mother or the person who's actually causing her annoyance or the boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, why would she go after Quentin? That's the question.
Well,
yeah. And basically, like my understanding is that I got explained by Sleuth was basically, and tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But basically, like the cops are investigating the daughter and then basically tells the mother and then basically accidentally, is talking to a YouTuber about this. And then that information gets shown to everyone accidentally on a live stream and then it gets spread.
I don't think it was an accident, but
I mean, like I've heard it was an accident. I gotta look at the live stream. I didn't get a chance to look at the live stream.
Wait, what was an accident?
The revealing of the fact that
no,
the conversation with the YouTuber.
That was no accident.
That was very intentional.
That was very intentional.
Oh, okay.
Who's got fuzz?
That's not
might
me.
be me.
Not me.
What is it?
Is it pecan pie?
Yes, I think so.
Hi, Pecan.
Is that Pecan? Hi, Pecan.
Oh my goodness.
Am I
It's
buzzing?
better.
I can't.
Not anymore. No, it's gone now. It's gone now. Yeah.
Okay, I had a couple points I just wanted to bring up. If I'm not interrupting too much.
No, you're fine, girl. Come on up whenever you want. You know that.
So here's something that I noticed. The family, grandma, is the one that is talking about the landfill.
Yeah.
The police did not mention the landfill at all.
Yeah. That's what I basically got told. Like, basically, like, the police suspect her. She told the grandmother, and the grandmother's just telling everyone on social media that she added the landfill thing.
Yeah, so just like before I came up, you guys were talking, or B-Tim.
That was me, yeah.
Especially, we're saying that it was revealed on a live on accident, but that's just not true because we now know that the grandma was putting it almost everywhere she could yesterday around that time. I have to feel that was just intentional.
Okay.
I mean, she did that on a live, you guys, like to the YouTuber that she was supposed to be talking to,
No, I didn't mean that the my apologies for interrupting.
Oh no! I was just saying, in my opinion, and there's just screenshots all over of her saying it around that same time. So it's almost like she went bam, putting that out.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I meant, and I should have clarified. I think the live streamer, the person who's live streamed, didn't mean to intentionally reveal it, but the grandmother probably did. That's my thought process. And maybe people think otherwise of the live stream, but I was told by like Sleuth, and generally she has an understanding of this a little bit more than me. So
yeah, Well, I rewatched it, and it happened on a live.
Yeah.
But see, how could she say that she accidentally showed that?
I think it was because it was a Facebook like a Facebook instant message, and
she was sharing her screen. She was showing something else, and she exited that screen, and boop, there that was, that messenger pop-up down in the corner. It appeared to be a total accident on her part.
Yeah.
It could not have been, but point being that I'm trying to make is that the grandmother obviously had to have known she was live if she was in communication with her. And
because
it says
somebody
right
said
there,
earlier that she reached out. No, Grandma reached out to her first and just shared just offered up that information just randomly.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why she did that, to be honest with you. I always tell people, don't, if cops are talking to you, you shouldn't be talking to YouTubers.
Now, see, from my understanding, Darkness Exposed reached out to her via TikTok, and then she did a video about her, and Billy shared it.
Well, no. Listen, she originally, had reached out like, "Hey, I want to cover this," but what I'm saying is that, like, they weren't like in the middle of a conversation and this came up. She had already been talking to her like the day before or something like that, and reached out randomly just to tell her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there was no reason for that shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know what the thought process is. Maybe the grandmother is, maybe I'm trying to think of the perspective. She's in a house, with people that she might not be able to talk to, and she's talked to these YouTubers maybe on multiple times, and she probably thought it was like talking to an I'm just trying to figure out why would a person talk about.
Trying to
she
go
was
with
giving
that fucking
her daughter a chance to run. I said it. I'll say it again.
Oh no!
I was cracking up. Somebody on Dolly.
Some shady shit.
Somebody on Dolly said, she said, "We're sitting on this house. We ain't letting Leilani leave. We think she's inside. We pretty much know she's in."
I saw.
Somebody else said that Brian Laundrie got past him last time too.
Man, all that girl has to do is blow on Dolly and he fall over.
And look, he's like, okay, so look, there's a helicopter that was like going over or something. He's like, yeah, there's like 3 helicopters circling right now to make sure she don't run out the back.
No, they're
I
looking
see.
for you.
I see, and Dolly's got his glasses on. That's what. So he
oh
can
my
look smarter.
God, wasn't that funny as hell when he put his glasses on?
I didn't see his glasses.
Creating a diversion so that the people are so caught up and staring at their ridiculous fucking asses. Just gonna be able to just go right out the fucking side window. Bullhorn Betty screaming. Look
Who was
over
it?
here.
Chronicles of the
I'm
Shady?
Bullhorn Betty. I'm saving the day. Look at me. Somebody brought him some water.
I'm fucking done. I can't.
I was so mad. Somebody brought him some waters, and I was like, I hope those waters are poisoned. I hope they get diarrhea.
God.
Are you serious? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's what Pecan Pie was thinking in her head when she saw that footage. Ugh. So mad. Oh, I was mad earlier.
I was annoyed too. Like, that's crazy. Like, who was
it? Chronicles of the Shady? Is that her name?
Wait. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see if this joke would be too hot for the pot, because everyone likes smoking pot here. So this might be too hot of a joke. But I'm starting to connect the dots. Dolly Dolly had to stop smoking pot, and now he's wearing glasses. Maybe his IQ is rising.
Oh my God,
Grace. I don't think so. No, I think I don't think he had one to begin with.
Oh my God! Look, Grace, like Chris McDummy said that nomadic trick was Brian Laundrie even after his skull was found. Incredible, man! I'll tell you what. Worst was when Brian Inton said, "We can't confirm that Brian Laundrie is reaching out of the flower bed."
Yeah. Remember that shit? That was crazy. They thought he was. Oh God, these.
I remember that.
Oh, he's in an underground bunker in the back. That's why they're burying the flowers.
And these are the AWP decides to go on that guy's show. Really smart idea.
Right.
Oh my God.
He was walking around getting caught in the Bigfoot position on all those cameras. I remember. It's like, is that Bigfoot or is that Brian Laundrie?
Exactly.
And he's like It's like the snapshot in a mid-step.
I fucking
Oh.
can't. I cannot. I can no longer. I'm serious.
Okay, look, I'm like everybody else. Like, I believe in Bigfoot, but I think Brian Laundrie is a little too skinny to be Bigfoot.
Wait, did y'all play Hills in the Air's video earlier or no?
So good to be in the same room. I love this girl. I love her.
I'm about to turn to a pumpkin. I gotta skedaddle. You guys have a good one.
Good night, B-Tim.
Night.
Bye, B-Tim.
Good night, B-Tim.
Bye.
That wasn't funny, B-Tim.
B-Tim.
What's up?
It wasn't funny.
I was talking to Pecan. I was talking to someone who was very relevant, not Buttercup. I'm talking to the relevant person.
Not a girl who's giving us all the munchies.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta talk to the relevant person, Pecan. What'd you say, Pecan?
I said toodles, sweet boy.
Oh my god.
Okay, you have a good one. You have a good night. Bye.
I love you, B-Tim.
Oh my god.
I love you, Brandon.
Oh my god, love you, Brandon. Have I
don't know
told you
why
that
he likes
lately? I
picking
love
on
you,
me.
Brandon.
I'm
I
gonna
miss
start picking on
Brandon.
you
I
guys.
miss Brandon. Damn it.
You know, I saw Brandon in the chat a few days ago, but that was the one and only time I ever saw him, after.
Is that the one we always say we love?
Yes.
Yes.
What else?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if he comes back around over here. I don't even know.
He was always so nice and so respectful. He was really cool.
Yeah,
he was. I do miss him. I love him.
Like
He was
out of all the
actually, you
creeks,
know what,
out
for
of all the
someone.
creeks, all the creek squatters, like True Texan and him were the coolest for sure.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and
gosh.
for someone, you know what, for someone who was patient with us.
We won. True
Who are you
Texan.
guys
We are
talking
the
about?
winners. I'll tell you what.
True Texan was in Dolly's chat today.
Oh, True Texan.
No
He's
way.
in so much trouble with me.
Yes, he was.
He's in a lot of
he's
trouble
gonna get
now.
a boot. He's gonna get a boot somewhere.
He's
I said, yeah, we're gonna have to. Well, you know what? And that's why he's seen me tag Ryan, his friend, so he ain't coming in here tonight. He's like, I can't listen to you guys
he's in
roast
so
Ryan.
much trouble right now. Oh
I
my
can't
god.
listen to it.
He'll
Wait.
be back. They always
Hey,
come back.
I have a question. Did y'all play Hills in the Air's video earlier?
No, but we need to. She's got
Yes,
some good ones on
please.
there.
Did you all see the one she posted just like a few hours ago?
I watched all of them. I'll watch them again. Shit, I love them.
We have to play it, please, Queen, please. It is hilarious. It's the best video of the day.
Shit, I will raise her views and watch them over and over again. That's how much I love them. That girl makes some good content.
All right, I'm pulling them up. Give me just a sec. Oh, at Deets, Hobbit is bringing all the Facebook mess over here. Oh, Lord. Look out.
He's a mess. He's just a mess of a person.
Is there a brain up there somewhere?
Is that pizza on your avatar, Pecan?
Yes, it sure is, Captain Napton.
I really want some pizza
It's
now.
a pizza that I got. This pizza I got from. It was months ago, and I can't change it off from anything. But it had broccoli on it. It was so gross. I couldn't believe it was happening to me. They gave me the wrong pizza. Yeah, I suppose the
StreamYard
picture's
finally
good,
let me change my picture.
Why are you guys having problems change your picture? What the hell?
It won't let you. It's not that easy.
No, you know what? You need to. Okay, how many pictures do you have on your album?
What, my phone?
No,
album?
on your stream. When you go to edit audio avatar, okay? I'm looking at mine, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I gotta mute for a second,
5,
guys.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Look at me. I have my help sign. I have my LA Dodger sign. I have
Are we really naming him?
I have
How are
my
you doing all
I
that
have
right now?
my sister Pride. I have this is an oldie but goodie. Captain Crap Talk. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, as I say, so you got. I mean, you can put them. You can add them to your.
Check this shit out. Remember this lady?
Oh my goodness,
Oh
Trisha,
no! And here's another good one.
Trisha, Trasha.
This fucking crybaby right here. Look at the big tears I put on his face. That's great. That's one of my favorites. Let's see what else
Low
I got
chill.
here. There's a couple I won't share because I don't want to start shit. But
Mine is attached
What
to
else
my
is new,
my
Captain?
email, and I can't change it. But I can change my profile pics on YouTube just fine. But I can't change them on there for some
okay,
reason.
so are you on a laptop or a phone?
I'm on a phone.
All right, I'm gonna jump in on my phone and see if I can troubleshoot this. I'm gonna mute.
It's an iPhone, so it's different too.
Oh God, I
Yeah,
hate you guys with iPhones, dude.
So mine just started. So I have an iPhone 2, and it just started letting me edit it. So when you're in the, that little screen before, like where you show your camera and all that stuff, and you can change your name. You have to click on it says like avatar. You have to click on that, and then it'll go into like an editing screen, and then you can add a different photo.
Okay.
Yeah, same with mine.
Yeah, I think that's how it's on my phone too, even though it's an Android. I think.
All right, dude. You know what? I'm about to take that flashlight off my neighbor's head, and I'm gonna shove it where the fucking sun don't shine if he doesn't stop flashing that thing in my house.
Your neighbor shines flashlights in your house?
He wears one on his freaking forehead. One of those ones that with a strap, and it has a flashlight in the forehead.
Never mind. I'm not gonna ask.
He keeps wearing it outside his house, and it's when he's moving
What
around
the fuck
outside,
is he
working in his yard.
doing? Like
Working in his yard. He works.
Okay, bitch.
And
I'm
so
gonna ask a personal question. Not anything towards you, towards him. Like, does he get good? Does he get sleep at night, or is he like one of them people that likes to stay up all night, or what?
Does he still couch pitch off free couches?
Does he?
Why do they always pick the couch cushion?
Oh my god!
Why?
I swear to God! What the fuck? It sounds like some tweaker shit to me, dude. Like, what are you doing with your fucking headlamp on at night in the yard? The fuck?
well, not only does he does some wicked stuff, if you know what I mean. Some a little bit of smoking and some other shit.
Wait,
But he's out there with a fucking freaking mallet, fucking pounding shit.
Oh no!
His boat,
really?
his car, his freaking car, until like 5 in the freaking morning.
Oh no, that's no good.
Hell no, it's not.
That's no good at all. Oh.
But to me, this is a learning curve. So the next time I come back out, I'll have battery packs. I'll have a better laptops, 5 phones, everything we need. I will have, because we're running into these little situations where I don't think they worried about us too much.
I can tell you right now, and despite what everybody says, and Jimmy, this is the first thing that he can tell you. When people come out and start talking about we're not supposed to be here, we can't be here, I know the law. And even when cops show up, they don't even come and approach me to ask me my side of the story or any questions. They just tell them right off the bat, there's nothing we can do. It's a waste of your time, because and even Jimmy, we're complete professionals out here. Now, granted, I do some, my job is different than regular news jobs. So, when I have an opportunity to ask a question, I'm going to ask a question. Just like then. We thought Leilani was in the vehicle. What did I ask?
Leilani, tell us what happened to Quentin.
What happened? You know what I got? Because these people in this home are so violent, and every person that they associate with are violent. That here we have, but here we have everybody is violent.
We're not a couple. No. Betty's down there. I'm over here. I mean, we're a team here. You know what I'm saying? Me and Betty just been working on these secret. Betty's into the same shit I'm into.
What's their secret? Judy has an inoperable brain tumor the size of my fist, and that just happens to be Glenn's fetish.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Why did at the end? Why did the lip syncing just match so perfectly? You know what I'm saying?
That was epic. I loved it.
We're not a couple. I mean, we're out here together, but we're not.
That was so good. That was just so good.
Yes, it was. But here's the hot issue here, though. They don't quite make the grade though, because they kind of make it look like they are a couple. Because it's written all over their faces. I remember the first day they were out there. Oh my god, it's gonna be like hell in a cell between Betty and Dojo. I'm like, yo, shut up.
Hey, on a serious note, I wanted to say that I think that a lot of these videos and a lot of the pushback and things that people like us have been doing over here is making a difference, because I was reading through Facebook comments today on certain things pertaining to this case, and I am so pleased with the amount of people that I'm seeing saying don't trust the YouTubers. Just almost like 1 out of every 5 comments was like talking about don't trust the YouTubers, don't trust the YouTubers.
Good.
And I think that is awesome. Really, really good.
Yeah, I was seeing that on Twitter too.
Yeah, that makes me happy to hear that.
Because we didn't have that a year ago at all.
No.
When this started out. So it's almost like a lot more people are kind of uniting against it. And I couldn't be more pleased with seeing those comments today. People do need to do more.
Here's another one. Hold on one second. Here's another one. I'm gonna play it real quick.
Oh, Queen's chuckling. That means it's a good one.
Rumors are little baby Q has been found at landfill. Not 100% confirmed yet, but there has been no arrest made yet. Okay. Donnie, from my information, is still in the house behind me. Okay. News conference, went down to the news conference, even though Betty had credentials. The lady read out her credentials wrong and put in the wrong numbers, and they wouldn't let us in.
Wait, what happened at the end? What were they laughing about?
They're laughing because she got denied her credentials that she's so very proud of.
Like, oh no! And you know what's even funnier too is that earlier when I went over to look at Twitter, when Pecan came up and said, "Hey, pay attention," you know, they didn't say anything about a landfill. I went over to Twitter to just go check all their posts. The last post they made 14 hours ago is, "We'll be having a press conference at 1:00 for credentialed media."
What?
Yeah,
I saw that.
Literally said credentialed. It was fucking hilarious because they're well aware of what the hell's going on.
Does she really
Yeah.
have media? Does she really have this kind of media thing?
I mean, she might, but it doesn't mean that she's, like, you know what I mean? Like, anything special. Because there's some crazy people out there that are credentialed, so.
They were wise to her though, and that thing was kind of pre-planned in my opinion. They wanted that thing short, sweet, to the point. I think they took 4 questions. They probably let 4 reporters in. That was that.
Let me tell y'all something, okay? So I have a friend that's a photographer, and she was going to this concert to take photography photos of this guy named Black Bear. Anyway, she had a press pass to get into the concert for free, and I came along because she asked me to like assist and like hang out with her or whatever. I didn't have one of those, so at first they were like, "Oh no, you can't get in without it," and then I just showed them my Instagram, which like has a lot of followers, and they let me in. So like, you don't need those things. Like, you can just make up stuff, literally.
Well, I mean, I guess it's situational. You're right. Like, but she goes around all the time talking about these awesome credentials. She's the media. She's a journalist.
Yeah, but I would think. Yeah, but like
Jonathan
what
Lee
Buttercup
Riches
said.
literally has like a card that says press pass, and I think he just printed it up. You know what I mean? Like out of his printer at home. Like,
well, like what Buttercup said. Like she said, but if Betty has one of those, she would only be allowed access to certain things, not actual like autopsy reports and all that mumbo jumbo. She wouldn't be allowed to have access unless she's got actual credentials.
She wants to be
unless she's got she's got some kind of legit credential that will give that she can get access to all this stuff that she talks about, then she's only limited to certain things. She can only go into. I'm sorry. Go ahead, babe.
I think it just is situational. It depends on the department. It depends on the content topic of the story. I mean, you could probably schmooze your way into just about anything, yeah, which is basically what she does. I mean,
right.
But that something like that they're interested in keeping their story, keeping their details to a minimal and they wanted to make sure that only the appropriate people were in. The people.
Yeah, that is true.
Important people.
For having credentials, she surely has no accolades.
Nope.
Can you believe, or can you just imagine like being one of those like policemen or detectives or anybody on any one of those cases, and like some nice citizen decides to send you a video or some information on her, and they're fully warned before she even shows up to their town. Can you imagine what these people must think of her? It is
some
like
poor dudes.
She's always talking about how they're just they're in communication with. They work with law enforcement.
Yeah, like in Hill's video. They know Bullhorn Betty. They know me already. Really?
They know her because citizens have probably sent them information about her, and maybe they might even have linked her YouTube channel and all her crazy behavior, and they might have actually seen that beforehand. You never know. You never know.
Or if you're speaking locally, it might be law enforcement just knowing her from being arrested 95 times.
That too. Or threatening to burn down some assemblyman's house or something. I mean,
right.
Those are the kind of things that get you notorious and well known for the wrong things, especially when you're showing up, advocating for children or whatever the story of the day is that they like to pretend they care about.
Let me say something real quick though. I would usually never ever say anything about anybody's past. I have a past too. But she likes to get on her bullhorn and say, "You're the criminals. We're not the criminals, bitch. You have a whole rap sheet that says otherwise. So you probably shouldn't be standing in judgment of anybody."
I
really,
agree.
You really shouldn't.
100% agree. They look like absolute morons out there yelling, and
especially Jonathan. Jonathan's been to prison for fucking being a scammer and a fucking crazy person, dude.
Those, his eyes are like freaky. If
he's mellowed out,
you want to get technical.
I know. Where has he been? Why hasn't he been with T? Maybe he don't like Dolly. Maybe he's jealous.
I'm thinking the same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking the same
Dolly
thing.
moved it.
Him's jelly. He's
out.
jelly.
Competition.
That's right.
Don't like
I think we
competition.
just figured it out, guys.
Yep, we just answered our own questions.
We might have just cracked the case. I'm looking at media credentialing information in my state, and it looks like you just got to fill out an application and put a picture of yourself there, and then it gets reviewed. It doesn't seem like it's I don't know, there might be more to it. I need to look into it more. All applicants, including those who are renewing, must include a profile photo format with their application. Email the photo, letter, and application to Omar Rodriguez. Fill out Capital Press Pass Core Media Credential application, which can be found here, and there's a link. Submit a letter from the applicant's supervising editor or producer confirming that the applicant is a member of their news organization and is assigned to regularly cover the governor. The letter must be... So is this to cover the governor specifically because it's on California.gov, I guess? I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
What up, ladies?
What up?
Was that you, Earth, that was saying she wouldn't have the credentials to request the autopsy?
It would probably depend on what state you're from and what state you're requesting them from. It depends.
You don't have to have credentials. Either it's public access or it's not.
Where I'm at, you would have to. It would depend on what state you're in. Well, where I'm at, it would depend what state you're in and what state you're getting them from.
Which is exactly what I mean by it's either public access or it's not. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, mine is not. Yeah, mine's not public. Mine's very strict.
What? Oh, never mind. I won't ask where you're at. Let's not dox you. But yeah, it depends on
don't be doing
what
that.
the rules are. But anybody, if it's public access, anybody can apply. They just have to know how. And it has to be public record. That's it. You don't have to have
I might have been just talking about what my state does. Oh, okay. Well, I must be. I'm just talking about what my state does.
You just didn't clarify it, so I was making sure that other people knew because they'll be like, they're over there spreading false information on Queen Bee's channel.
And it also depends too, because they can charge. I don't even know how that works, but they can charge like insane amounts of money per page and stuff like that. So
yeah, it just depends.
And sometimes that's why the bigger media companies are the ones that get those types of documents first, is because they have the funds to just boom throw down and get the documents released. Because it could be.
I've seen like the discoveries and stuff that are 2,000 pages long. You know, those I've seen get a little bit expensive, but I don't think I've ever seen an autopsy report that was expensive, like more than like $25 or something.
I was just kind of speaking about documents in general from just my little bit of experience with them, the ones that you can, get from.
Yeah. Some of the court documents are so long, they're very expensive, especially if they're buttholes and they won't give you things digitally.
Yeah.
Trust me, when they released the Johnny Depp documents, that were over 6,600 pages, and they were a lot of money. A lot of people crowdfunded for it. Well, one person crowdfunded for it, and a lot of people paid up in about 3 hours.
I'm pretty
3
sure
hours.
any case could be sealed with enough money and the right lawyer. I don't think it would have to just be those. Those may be easier, but you got enough money and a lawyer, you can get just about anything sealed or taken off your record.
Well, these ones, the judge was going to unseal them anyway.
Oh, I was
except
talking to
they weren't
somebody in
gonna.
chat.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, I'm sorry.
I think it
My bad,
was
babe.
Oz. No, I should have said something. It was Oz. Thanks for the super chat, Nick. I think Queen's busy because she's like, "Are you gonna come back up?" And I was like, "Girl, I've been backstage." I had to go do chores and work out for a second.
I still have this little baby puppy, in case anybody was wondering.
Why is your profile picture a
Aw.
fucking pizza when your name is Pecan Pie?
Asked and answered, that girl. Asked and answered. Just kidding. I didn't know how to change it, but the ladies on panel showed me how to do it. So I'm going to change it next.
Well, thank you for clarifying that for me, that girl, about the whole document thing. I'm just speaking on about my state. My state's a whole lot different. So, and I didn't want to mention where I live. So.
No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
No, I know that. I just didn't want to mention my state. A lot
People
of creepers
can
out
normally
there.
tell where I'm from when I fucking talk, so I don't care. Zav should have redacted. She should not have read out a lot of that stuff. Yeah, Cleo, it's sad.
I used to live in the hood.
I was, I was texting or DMing with you earlier, that girl, and I didn't really watch much, I didn't watch the whole thing or anything like that. I just kind of peeked around just for a few minutes here or there, but I did notice that when she began reading it, she's just like so excited, just like, yeah, I haven't even looked at this yet. Yeah, let's read it. And then she just opens it, just so carelessly. It just blows my mind that a person can just be like that. I mean, wouldn't you want to open it first before you put that out on your channel?
Well, I know the few minutes I heard, I wish she would have, because she couldn't pronounce shit in that document.
Yeah.
It was painful. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Well, hell, look, it sounded entertaining.
When I stepped in there, someone came up on panel helping her, like, understand what was going on. She was like, acetone? Why would she be drinking acetone?
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, are you serious?
Wow,
She
this
said
sounds
that?
entertaining. What did I miss?
Yeah,
Like, she really seriously said that?
I don't know if she used the word drink, but I think she used the word consume or something. But why would she be consuming acetone? Why would that be on here?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then I left because
Help us all.
I left because, like, I just didn't want to hear it.
Well, hell, this sounds better than the movie I just watched while I was gone.
We like having you around too, Nick. It's always good to have a little testosterone in the mix, right? And in your case, sometimes a lot as you drink out of your shoe, but we'll forgive you for that. Well, what else would cause that?
I wasn't grossed out by it at all. I thought it was great.
It didn't gross me
Pure
out.
entertainment.
It just made me worry about his gut health, you know? But
You know what? You know what that just reminded me of? That girl, what you just said, out of a boot or out of a
do
shoe.
what?
You know what that line just reminded me of? Drinking out of a shoe or a boot. The movie The Little Rascals, where they pour grape soda in the boot and they pour it into their glasses, and then they take a drink and they spit it out. Oh, it tastes like it came from an old boot.
I don't know if I have actually seen that whole movie, to be honest.
Yeah, that line just reminded me of it. Just brought back that movie when you said that. So that was funny.
Is the Little Rascals?
And so what did Zap Girl do this time? I thought she went into hiding after finding out it was just an accident.
Zav never went into hiding. What are you talking about?
No, she never did.
Heard a lot of people
She
went into
has no
hiding after
shame.
finding out.
Cappy, where'd you go? Come back.
I haven't seen anybody go into hiding or do anything, that's rooted in reality.
Zav
Everybody's
spent
doubling
the
down.
last
Just like I predicted it. I mean, we all did.
Zav spent the last week analyzing the same video from the fire cam over and over and over. That's the synopsis. That's all.
Do you want to know what I feel about that fire cam?
What is it?
My thoughts on that. I feel like that footage and the fact that it was not found by anybody is a true testament to just how lame and crappy all of these creators are. How did no one else find that? I'll tell you for myself personally, I assumed someone else like would have checked to see if there was forestry cams or whatever cams there. But I'm not a creator and I don't run channels and I don't collect money and do cases. Like, how did no one else find that? How?
Well, maybe one of you two, that girl in PCAM, maybe you can answer this. Doesn't places like in California, those kind of, woods and mountains, don't some of them have, cameras like that to make sure that nobody's going to start, a fire that is not going to get out of control, or, someone committing arson or something? Don't they have cameras like that?
They're there for, yeah, they have them. They're wildfire watches, arson watches, I guess, whatever type of that watching needs to be done. They're all over for all kinds of different things. But I'm just wondering why did 2 months pass before anybody thought to look at those things?
Yeah,
and that includes I did Ellie know about them? I don't know if they did or not, but how are all these people in the true crime community who claim to be such good sleuths and figuring out capers and mysteries and
right?
How did that, like, it kind of sums up the whole entire case for me. How did nobody find those or know about those?
I was gonna say, like, I'm a mortician. I don't know anything about wildlife or wildlife cameras, but I do know that people have broken that down well as to why it was a possibility. But I'm not, I can't
Who
answer
found
that.
it?
Honestly, that's just a mystery. No idea who sent everybody the link to the fire cams. I mean, I asked that question and no one,
Whoever sent it out was probably pretty frustrated with the fact that, like, everybody had everything and nothing,
Yeah, that's kind of like what I figured too, is they were just tired of all the speculation, the conspiracies, and they're like, here you go.
Somebody's husband was probably a park ranger, and they were both in Reddit talking about it. And he was like, honey, we have cameras everywhere to detect wildfires. And she's like, are you serious? And so they both started looking it up. It was probably something that simple. Two stoners sitting on a couch. And somebody's like, well, I'm a park ranger and you can do this. And then boom, there you have it.
And one stoner who thought it was a UFO.
But do you agree, though? Like everybody on all these cases, like, get every detail, including details that have no basis and bearing on the case whatsoever, but couldn't find those cameras. I don't get it. I'll be racking my brain for a while thinking about that.
Gary did a good job fixing that video.
Oh yeah, he did.
Did you
He did
say
a great
Gary?
job.
He did, and
did I mispronounce his
Gray,
name? I'm
you
so
mean?
sorry if I slaughtered it. What's his name?
I see people do that, but
Gray. I'm so sorry if I slaughtered your name. If you're in chat, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
The side-by-side comparison study was really
thank you guys.
amazing.
Sorry. No, it was. That was great. Okay, who's laughing at me? I'm sorry. I butchered his name.
No, I was laughing because that night when Gray was up here, I called him Gary like numerous times, and then the next day I realized.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for making me sit here and look bad. Thank you, Buttercup. Thank you. I'll see how it is. Thank you.
No, I went into his channel the next day, And I realized, I'm like, oh, his name is Gray. And I came in here, I'm like, nobody's going to tell me that his name was Gray and not Gary. Like, y'all just let me call him that all night.
They said we can call him Craig, Jerry. He answers to all of the above. Craig, Jim, Gary, Jerry, Bill, Joe, John. It was really good job. It was a really good contribution. I thought all of the side by side, that was epic. Good job there, Gary.
You guys are saying that Zab Girl's still analyzing this video. What is she expecting to find?
Excuse me, please, Jeanette. If you would like to fasten your tray into the upright position and undo your seatbelt and get the hell down the aisle and back over to Hobbit's house where you belong, we would much appreciate that over here at the Hive. Thank you for joining the Beeline.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, when was the last time I told you I love you, that girl? When was the last time I told you I loved you?
Sorry, I'm trying to find her again on my phone so I can block her ass. My bad. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, that one threw me for a loop. Oh my god, that was funny as shit. But for real, I mean, what is that girl trying to find by analyzing
Oh,
this
hang
video
on.
over and over again?
Sorry, hang on.
Oh.
Murray, if you were having fun, you can undo what I just did. It's all good in the hood, baby. Okay, sorry, continue.
Well, I don't know. I was just wondering how analyzing that video from the lake cam, what is that girl expecting to find? Why does she keep going over it? Is she expecting something to change? I mean,
yeah, she's hoping to find Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and she's trying to see if anybody ran from the vehicle to prove that it wasn't an accident. She's trying to figure out
you're adorable.
if like what's the tide like for surfers, what the waves are looking like.
You're adorable.
Apparently,
here's the thing, okay? There comes a time when you need to, just, shut up the computer, take a step outside, go walk on the beach, let the sand, get between your toes, feel the sand between your toes, walk in the water, smell the fresh air. You might figure out what life is all about.
Sometimes you just need to turn off your computer, go take care of your grandma, and go find a date. Like, you can't be 40 years old and, like, just have no life whatsoever, haven't experienced anything.
Right?
Besides a fake tan.
I spent a whole night in Sav's chat one time just asking her if she had access to fresh air. Because I'm not so sure she does. The way that her body movements, her facial movements, and the sheer amount of time that she's up there, I think that when you do that to yourself and you're in that zone and in that world like that, I think that that's how a lot of the things that she does come up with, or that people are emailing her, she's able to kind of, I guess, take it more serious or under more consideration. It's the equivalent of somebody that's like working themselves up into a frenzy on purpose, in my opinion.
Oh,
well,
great.
that
I believe
expression
you. She pretended she came up with the overlay too, just like the preacher. Yeah, because she gave you no credit whatsoever. And every night since that video cam came out, or I'm sorry, that fire cam came out, she has been claiming it as hers. This is my footage. Yeah.
Oh, bullshit.
I didn't catch that last part, Buttercup. What did you say?
Ever since the fire cam video came out, Gray's version of it with the overlay, she's been using his footage every single night in her streams. and saying like, oh, this is what I did. I made this diagram here. She didn't make no diagram.
Who are you talking about?
Zav.
I mean, she very well could have made her own using, that's what I thought, Grace. She made her own version of it. That's what I thought. She just used his idea and then made her own, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't watch her enough. I definitely wouldn't know that.
She also lined up where, and I don't know if Gray did this too. Exactly, it's copying an idea. I don't know if Gray did this too or not. So if you did, sir, just like fill me in the chat. But like she had also lined up when Check It TV went out there and was able to kind of show in the cameras the same way and kind of path and stuff that Kylie took. I don't know if that was also his idea or not, but she did do that. That's one of the only videos that I watched any of really at all since all that stuff happened.
Didn't Gray do that too, though?
Like I said, I don't know if he did it with Check It TV's footage as well or not, but the other idea, she did do it too. She just stole the idea from Gray and did it herself. It wasn't
No,
her.
I wasn't questioning you. I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, I don't know. Gray, did you do the Check It TV stuff too, or was that her? I don't know if you did that too or not. I'm sure he did explain it better. She doesn't do a good job
I
explaining
feel like I've
things.
seen it somewhere. Maybe it wasn't Gray's channel, but I feel like someone was comparing Check It's route, and they also looked up the search routes and stuff, and then they compared the fire cam. I watched it somewhere. I know that I did. Not on Zav's channel.
Well,
Gray was very precise in his explanation.
Have you been around like in the true crime community? Or I never did. I didn't know where you had come from.
Where'd you come from, Buttercup?
Who do you belong to?
Who, me?
Yes, Butter to the cup. You.
Yeah. What I was just wondering if you had come from a different community or if you're part of true.
What set you claim Butter to the cup?
I am a lone wolf over here. Y'all, I am a lone wolf over here. I've been I love true crime. I've been watching true crime since I was a little kid. Like I used to watch Forensic Files and Snapped and all that stuff. I got into YouTube true crime probably like 6 years ago. That's a lot of feedback. What is that?
Yeah, that is a lot of static somebody's got going on. Oh, yeah, that's you, Pecan.
I usually watch like old cases. That's my favorite thing. Things that are like kind of like forgotten about. I think that's just a little bit more interesting because there's more evidence to kind of follow and track. But I would say like round.
I think she meant more like, how did you find the true crime YouTube community?
Well, this is actually what I was getting at really quick. Is my sound better? I actually had a phone call come through. What I was getting at is that some like the way that, in my opinion, the way that I've seen things before is in this community, what is supposed to happen is people do bring out things like Gray and the footage and his side-by-side comparisons and his analysis and things like that. And so it's, other creators are supposed to be able to hop on, like not copy, it's not copying. They're supposed to hop on that and add to the conversation, but add to the conversation in an appropriate way. So, I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal for you give credit, of course, and then you can add more instead of irrelevant details and pouring over things that don't matter. You kind of take these things that, and build on them, and that's the idea that I've always thought was supposed to be how this community works. Right. But I haven't seen it work that way.
I would say
in a very long time.
Yeah, that's what that's kind of what brought me here, I guess. Like well, to be honest, the Kylie Rodney case brought me here. This is where I met everybody, was through that. So I'm not sure how long Queen and that girl and Cappy and you have been doing this, but
I came
that's
this
how
summer
it
of 2018.
2018.
Yeah, the summer when the Watts case moved from Facebook to YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, so the true crime YouTube used to be so much, like, it used to be better like 6 years ago. And not a lot of people were doing it. There are very few channels. Some of them don't even exist anymore. But they always gave each other credit. And you kind of hop from one video to another, and live streams weren't really a thing back then either. Everybody actually was a creator and created like kind of documentary style videos. I like that. That's kind of my style.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with live streams. I actually am enjoying live streams now, like especially like here at Queens. Like, this is fun, it's a different take on stuff, but at the same time, I don't know, just it's how when something is replicated so many times it gets watered down, right? So the 6 years that I've been watching true crime on YouTube, it used to be top notch back then, and then it just keeps getting watered down.
Allie wants to know, who did you watch 6 years ago?
Who did I watch? Man, let me go back to my thing. Hold on, let me go to my subscriber thing, because I don't be knowing people's names by heart. I'm sorry. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's
see, I
difficult.
didn't start out watching channels. I started out watching like uh real crime and just these like, small documentaries that, people have done.
Yeah.
Like Real Stories and True Crime Daily and stuff like that.
Gray, I think that's why I haven't really, other than I've had other stuff going on in real life. I think that's why I kind of stopped making videos, because it is a fight against sensationalism and drama. And like, I don't have time for that shit. And like, I'll come over here and, cut it up with Queen and stuff, but it's even getting, it gets crazy over here sometimes too, like with that Ryan bullshit in the Creek Squad. But like, it's really, I don't want to say discouraging or disheartening. It just seems like a waste of time. And I am one that feels like my time is precious and I don't want to waste it, especially on a bunch of assholes. And I've got some great members and subs over there that I really enjoy. And I'm trying to get like back into it, but it is a fight against sensationalism and bullshit. And it feels like a losing fight at that. I think the Watts case definitely helped run true crime, but I think that Making a Murderer, that was just as bad, dude. Those people acted crazy as hell.
Is it okay if I say some of these channels?
I mean, they asked what you were watching 6 years ago. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Okay, so these are some of the older ones. I'm not sure if they still make videos, but the exclusive true crime videos. That's literally the name of this guy's channel, True Crime Videos.
Yeah.
Farah Duaki. I know for a fact she doesn't make videos anymore. I really miss her. Shane, do you guys know who Shane is? He used to do like conspiracies and stuff. Like, I really liked his conspiracy thoughts. It was just more like not really true crime, but it was like a gag kind of thing. Poised. Let's see. My voice always like gets dry at the end of the night. I hate that. Let's see,
Get a humidifier and run it.
Oh, I do. I have so many of them. I need to like be better at cleaning them. That's the problem.
Oh, and keeping them going and stuff.
Oh, they
Yeah.
suck at cleaning. I hate cleaning them. I got 4 of them. I hate cleaning them.
I knew that this was gonna happen.
What?
Queen, what you doing, girl?
Oh.
I used to like True Crime Daily. but they've been doing a lot of live streams lately, and it's kind of boring because it's just
Have
one.
they?
That,
It is.
yeah, it's just that one lady. She just like she would just be so much better in a documentary. Just do a voiceover, please.
Oh shit.
Anna.
Is that her name, Hannah?
Anna.
Anna. That's right, Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? She has been doing a lot of updates about some cases that have gone cold, which is really great because there are some cases that have gone cold for years, and I'm actually kind of glad that they're getting attention instead of being put on the back burner. So
Yeah.
Ooh, hey guys.
Hey, how are you? Did you get your ice cream?
What up, Nick?
It's almost here. It's almost here.
what's up,
I got Rocky
Boston?
Road. Hello guys.
What up?
Girls. What's up? What's up?
What is up with the munchie stuff? Come on, you're making me
It's all
hungry.
her fault. It's all
Good
her
night,
fault.
Hills. I hope you sleep well. Thanks
Night,
for letting
Heels.
us share your videos.
Yeah, kicking this video.
Yes.
Oh
thank
yeah,
you.
they were.
Yeah, that was funny. I thought that was funny.
She always does a really good job on her videos. So.
God, I love them. I love them.
I had a freaking snort fest laughing on here if I was watching it on here. That shit was kicking my ass.
Pecan actually fell off of Panel Gray. I don't know. She just disappeared. I know she said she had got a phone call, so maybe that's it. I don't know. Is that my Discord blowing up, or is it somebody else?
No, that's my fucking Discord. I just got out of it.
Okay, I was like, what is that? Because I don't.
Yeah, otherwise you gotta mute, Nick, because your phone goes off and it makes all them weird ass noises and all that bullshit. So.
I just deleted out of that tab. You won't hear it again.
Do all the alerts drive you nuts, Bean?
Oh yes, they do. Like
Queen, but you don't be liking it.
Yeah, I don't like the ding ding ring ring ding ding. No, I don't. I mute my own put my own phone on silent just so I ain't gotta hear the shit.
You know what's funny? I know how to mute my ringer. I don't know how to mute my text messages. I've been trying to do it on my phone. Right now I'm sitting on
I
my
set my phone on do not disturb. The whole fucking thing. I don't mess with just individual nothing. It all gets set off.
Yep, all
shut
of mine
off.
is on Do Not Disturb too. You know,
good point.
What Grace said, Kanika Jenkins, that was a ridiculous
Yeah,
case.
that one's pretty
Yeah, I'm
wild.
glad I wasn't here for that because that would
Mm.
probably be another one that I know
Oh,
they were
they
like,
butchered
well,
it.
I've seen some of the videos and they're like just like you said, organ harvesting, and oh my God, she was in the freezer so they could take her organs, and it was
Yeah.
this, it was that, it was, oh my God, it was so many different stories, so much bullshit.
Yeah, I quit paying attention to it after that.
I will say this about true crime videos. If you don't have good sense about you, you'll believe anything. Because, like I was telling Pecan earlier, you know, the side of true crime that I was on was strictly like content creators making these like 15, 20-minute videos and giving out this information and kind of sensation. Why can't I never say that word? Never forget it. Okay.
Oh, you're
They were
sensationalism.
Thank you.
Like sensationalizing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm dyslexic. I'm number and letter dyslexic. So a lot of times, like, words can't come out of my mouth. I know how to read and speak perfectly fine.
I'm dyslexic as hell. I get it.
My brain just thinks too fast at times, just like, and I can't get it out.
Yeah, that's part of being dyslexic. Did you know, like, when you write too, like, do you ever write and then you skip words because you're thinking too fast? Do you ever do that, Nick?
Yes.
Yeah, and I can't read them either. I have the worst handwriting. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's bad.
Ooh, how come I like that one too? I loved Unsolved Mysteries when I was a kid.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes,
I watched that shit all the damn time. All the fucking time I watched it nonstop.
What was the other one that they did back then too? Was it John Walsh? Was it America's Most Wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was? I watched a lot of that too.
And he had that like clear eyes, straight tone. You know what I mean? The tone of his voice never changes. It's like,
yes. You're talking about the dry, itchy eye guy.
I fell
right?
asleep to some
I knew exactly what you meant when you said
just
that.
fall asleep.
You guys would love Mr. Ballin then. His stories that he tells on YouTube. They're the best storytelling I've ever heard on YouTube. He's an ex-military guy. He tells all sorts of crazy stories, whether they're paranormal, freaking ghosts, people it's everything.
I miss the old school tales from the crypt, man. That was so much fun to watch.
That should freak me out a little bit.
I loved it.
You know what? I scared myself as a child with Tales of the Crypt. I was telling someone in chat when someone brought it up. I think I was like 3 or 4 years old, and my mom would watch it. And of course, I was supposed to be in bed, right? I got out of bed. I snuck out of bed. I looked around the corner, and I really liked watching it with her. But sometimes she wouldn't let me. And so it was this episode where this guy had these dolls, and he put them in a cabinet, and he locked the cabinet every night. And one night, he forgot to lock the cabinet, and these dolls came out, and they were Xing everybody. And you know what? I had begged my mom for Barbie and a Barbie pool. You know, y'all remember Barbie stuff, right? The Barbie Jeep, and the Barbie furniture, the
yeah,
condo,
my aunt collected
Malibu
them.
Barbie
all
was
that
the jam.
Oh,
Yes.
of course,
You
for
know?
sure.
I
Shit, my
almost
aunt had
had
over 400 of them.
Yeah, I almost had like the complete, like I had the little condo, the pool,
You had the
the
dream.
Jeep.
Did you have the dream house? You gotta have the dream house.
No, I didn't have the dream house. No, I didn't have that yet. But I was
Aw.
begging her for everything. You know what? I never touched those Barbies again. And matter of fact, okay, this is really dark, okay? But every night I would take the Barbies, put them in the pool with the water in it, and put the furniture on top so they couldn't get it out.
Holy shnikes.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm sorry, but if that doll was gonna come to life and murder you, that plastic pool was not about to stop it, babe.
In my mind, that made sense. Furniture is heavy.
I'm like choking on laughter over here. Oh shit.
Oh my god. You know we're laughing because we love you, right?
I think the weirdest thing I did like that is like I went through this stage where I really, truly, seriously believed a demon was under my bed. And I would take a ton of stuffed animals during the day and put them up.
What the fuck?
Just listen. And I thought that it lived under my bed. And so I put all my
Girl,
stuffed
you're
animals there.
nuts.
And at night, I would take my stuffies and throw it under the bed so that it would eat those instead of me. And they were, and I truly believed it worked. I was horrified. Anytime I thought I heard something, I'd throw a stuffy up under the bed and get back under my covers. Just dumb shit, you know?
I got one more embarrassing than that, I think. Remember Candyman? The movie Candyman?
Yes, dude, of course. With all the bumblebees.
Who
and shit.
doesn't?
One time
Who doesn't?
Stand in front of the mirror and say red rum
no, don't
or you're gonna turn into a horrible witch.
Oh, so when I was a kid, I was like 6 or 7, and it was one of the first ones that came out, and he killed a guy by.
You guys remember that shit in like 3rd grade?
Yeah, he yes. The toilet and he ripped the guy's you know what off. You know what I mean? So for like a month and a half, I didn't want to sit on the toilet. I would like be like 3 feet up using the bathroom. And that's on everything I love.
Candyman.
Oh no!
No, see, when I was little, I always looked out the window because my friend lived right down the way from me. So we would always talk through the window. So I would look out the blinds. Well, one night I looked out the blinds. I was waiting for my friend. Well, my friend wasn't there. An hour later, I go out and look in the blinds. I see these pair of eyeballs outside my window.
Oh, hell no.
I freaked the fuck out. I'm screaming. Neighbors upstairs and downstairs hear me. My brother and my adopted brother come blowing out the door of their bedrooms, and they come running in my room, and they're like, what the fuck happened? What's going on? And I'm like, someone's outside my window. Someone's outside my mom comes running in the door. She is laughing her ass off. It was her eyeballs in my window. Ever since then, I was never able to look out the blinds again. And I still haven't looked out the blinds.
Yeah.
You guys, I wasn't truly sacrificing them, but I guess I kind of was. I guess I was just like, eat them, not me, monster. And I was so like, I would back up to the wall on the corner of my bed and get a running start because I had a really big bed to leap to the door if I had to go to the bathroom because I knew that mother effer was going to grab my leg and eat me. I just knew it, convinced for probably a couple years, honestly.
And then that movie came out with the guy under the bed. I'm trying to remember who it was that would like take you into that cool land.
Little monsters.
Little monsters, yeah. So I was like,
Love that movie.
Oh my god,
love that movie.
Yep.
Dude, I was always hoping and praying something would come out from underneath my bed and take me there because it looked like
The
fun.
Ring was like a little bit scary. The Ring was a little bit scary.
I got my brother back with that movie after the stunt he pulled on me with a movie called The Human Centipede. So I got him back with that.
That movie is not scary; it's gross.
No, yes, it was gross, but
Yeah,
I'd never seen that movie. So after I watched that movie, I got him back as payback. So I started calling his phone religiously, and he ended up changing his number 3 times, actually.
Okay,
Wait, go to your
guys.
settings and turn your mic up so I can hear you when you try to talk. Because sometimes you come in and try to talk, and everybody else is so much louder than you. I can't hear you.
I have a little voice. I can't help it. I was born with this.
What did you just say? What? Why did you say that? What's happening? What's happening?
I naturally have a little voice. I can't help it. My mic is all the way up.
You don't sound quiet to me.
Oh, are you not talking to me?
Now I was talking to Queen, telling her to turn her shit up. No, let me see.
too.
Queen Buttercup. Buttercup Queen. No, definitely not. I was like, what is she talking about?
All right,
You
let's see.
confused the hell out of me. Oh my god, you confused the hell out of me.
Are you
Sorry,
guys? Are any of you guys looking forward to? Are any of you guys looking forward to watching the new Halloween Ends?
No, not at all.
Because if it doesn't end, I'm gonna be really pissed. So I'm
If
hoping.
y'all say that it's good, I may consider watching it, but otherwise, no. Mm-mm.
They got me last time. I thought he was really gonna go.
Unless they put it in the drive-in, I may go to the drive-in to see it.
I am desensitized. Scary movies are not scary to me. They are actually very funny, and that's the reason why I watch them is for the comedic value.
Like the Ring you guys were talking about, I can't watch that either. I watched
No.
the first one and
The what?
The Ring.
Oh yeah.
The Well and all that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
I went and watched the It remake at the drive-in.
Oh,
it was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
First one was good.
Normally we only go like when they play old movies. Like they did a double feature and it was like Beetlejuice and the Goonies. So we'll go for those because that's just epic. But otherwise, I really haven't enjoyed the new movies that come out in a really long time. They suck.
Jones and The Strangers. No, that was scary. You know why that's scary to me? Because that mimics real life too much. Like that actually could happen.
I don't think I've seen that
If
one.
it's a movie that you have to see it. Please see it.
Hold on,
Wasn't
I'll
there a
write it in
new
my little
Strangers
book.
too?
What's The Strangers?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look it up.
But I'm talking like scary movies like where there's a character with a mask or something with a knife. Like that's not
that's
scary.
stupid.
Yeah, that's not scary to me. Or that wasn't scary to me either because
No.
No.
It's almost
It
kind
was
of
good,
sci-fi-ish too, though.
yeah, it was good. I'm not I'm saying it wasn't good. It
Yeah.
was good for what it was.
You know, I've known so many people that have always said, how are you not afraid of clowns? And I'm like, well, when you grow up in a household with 500 plus clowns that's your mother collected, you're not
No
afraid of
wonder
them.
you're so weird. I've been trying to put my finger on it. This chick is so weird. Where did she come from? You just explained it, like mystery fucking.
Well, there
solved.
you go. But there you go. You figured me out. You figured me out. It's all over YouTube. A billion people have heard it. I am weird. Earth intro is weird.
What kind of
But
clowns
you know
were they?
what?
Were they those damn ceramic clowns?
No, they were it was just a variety. Most of the clowns that she had, she bought them. They were plain, and she would paint them herself.
Oh, now that's kind of neat. That's actually kind of neat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not called
that's cool.
Chucky dolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
the
that's
majority
cool.
of her well, see, if we put these like in our house now, if we put them here, we won't have a house because they would just fill it up.
You
I
know
mean, literally take us. So all of them are in storage.
You know, like the porcelain doll type clowns that are creepy as hell.
Oh yeah, she's got one.
I was picturing like 500 of those because you know my brain's dramatic and it likes to do that. But
Oh, she's got some creepy ones. She's got some cute ones. She's got some
cool.
playful
She
looking
hand
ones.
painted them though, dude. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
a cool hobby. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could hand paint figurines. It takes a steady hand.
So House on the Hill is kind of.
She makes earrings. She makes earrings for a living. I don't know how the hell she can use this tiny ass freaking needle and put that needle through these tiny freaking holes in these beads. And I'm like, I can't even see this shit. I'm so freaking blind. I can't even see them. They're so fucking tiny. And she's like, well, it's because I've
Does
been
she
making
bead
earrings.
crochet them? Is she bead crocheting them, or what is she doing?
Oh no, it's just
I do micro crochet with seed beads and stuff. I make really cool bracelets and shit. And some of
I want to learn.
I'm not sure.
I'll have to send you some pictures, Buttercup, because I have a feeling you'd really like these. But
Yeah, good.
I do.
Yeah, I'll send you some of my
stuff like
mom's.
that, and there's special tools, you know, that you can use. It'll thread the needle and the beads and everything for you. Just a little bit of money.
Oh shit, Brian Hoffman's in the chat.
Who?
I want to learn
Brian
how to
Hoffman.
make bread, you guys.
What up, Brian? I haven't seen you since the other night when that fucking party pooper came up and everything ended. What up, yo? How you doing? I love Brian. It's my man.
Mr. Michelob.
Yeah. The weekends are made for Michelob.
Oh yeah, my mom, I don't know if my mom uses seed beads, but the way she makes hers,
I have a feeling she uses the really tiny ones if she's doing like peyote stitching or something like what you're talking about.
if you have an email, I can send you what she makes.
I do. I'll put it in the back chat because I would love to see. That would be cool.
Yeah, she made Betty Boop. Now I showed those on my personal Facebook, and 10 minutes later she had like 6 orders for them. And I'm like, well, you gotta get your ass to work because you got 6 orders for them. She's like, what? You know how long that's gonna take me? I'm like, well, then you better get your ass to work, mama, because you got like 6 orders for them. And she would work. When she would go to work, she would come home and she wouldn't have her earrings because people would just take them right off of her because they wanted them.
Queen, you got to look at what I just sent you. Those are so shareable. Look at what I just sent you. Oh my goodness gracious.
All right, I'll send you what my mom makes.
Sorry, I have like ADD and I get distracted and sometimes I just start laughing at inappropriate times, but I did totally hear you. And that's cool. I'm glad. That's really cool that people like them that much that she can sell them that easily. That's cool.
If anybody needs barbecue medicated THC barbecue sauce, I have a friend that has a company.
Barbecue sauce?
Yeah, THC.
Oh, I can't even eat barbecue sauce. I can't eat tomatoes. What's up, babe?
Fantastic.
I have anxiety, and sometimes I laugh in inappropriate, like very inappropriate.
I have generalized anxiety disorder, and I do that, dude. I just be laughing when I shouldn't.
Yeah. Nothing is funny though. Like that's the thing. I'm laughing because I'm trying to get the nervous energy out of me, and that's the only way to do it.
I do that too sometimes. It was something I really.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No, you didn't. Who made that? Who made that?
Yes, she heard me.
Who made that?
An elf that doesn't like gnomes.
Oh my god! I love that person. Whoever made that, I love you. That's too funny.
Shoes are the best. Are those Crocs?
It's an elf that doesn't like gnomes. Is who made that. Show him the other one. I love the other one too. It's fucking great.
Holy shit!
Oh my gosh! I need that on the show.
Oh my god! Oh my God! No way! No way! No way!
Oh my God, fuck me sideways. I need that on a shirt. Can we get that done? Oh my God.
That is fucking
No
great.
fucking way!
So thanks
look like
for
a couple.
sharing the laugh, you guys. That was great. That was great.
Oh my
They
God,
look
I'm
like a
dying.
genuine
I'm
couple right
dying.
there.
What did you say, Buttercup? I couldn't hear you because Earth up there's laugh is so fucking loud. Like I'm deaf over here. What'd you say?
I said they look like a genuine couple right there. Like that's a family portrait. That's so
I
nice.
love that it's the mini me.
That is beautiful.
I'm
I
sorry.
love
I don't
seeing
mean to laugh
families
so loud.
come together like
No,
that.
it's okay. Just pull away from your mic a little bit, babe.
I
Or you
will.
can
I will.
go to your settings in StreamYard and go to your audio and do either automatically adjust mic volume or literally turn it down manually. And then
I
you
will.
can laugh loud and it won't be like super loud. There's a girl who used to hang out over here all the time and her laugh was insanely loud. It was like,
Sorry.
no, you're good. I'm not like bitching at you. It's just funny.
Oh, I know. I know.
I don't want you to think I am. I'm not. I think
Well,
that's
this one here,
hilarious.
that
The
one
look
here,
on
that
her
one there caught
face.
me off guard, and that one caught me off guard. This one here,
No, that's great. I fucking love it.
dude, I would use that as my screensaver.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I just can't with them.
You know, that would make for good T-shirts.
Yeah, I was just saying that. I want a T-shirt of that. Like,
I couldn't wear them on a T-shirt if somebody paid me. Oh, that's cute. It's a fluffy bee.
Yeah, somebody just made that for me, and I love it.
Oh my
that's so
gosh,
cute.
almost like
love
3D.
it.
It's a fluffer bee.
I love it.
That's fucking precious, Queen.
Yes, Crying Hippie. It's on Plunder. You can go to Plunder, and she has the full video of all the paperwork that you need.
Or we can just tell you that it was ethanol and pot that were in her system. I love the
Kylie?
fluffy bee.
It's the fluffiness looks like 3D, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
it's super
does.
fluffy.
So,
Did they draw that for you, bee? That almost looks like something somebody doodled just for you. That looks like a doodle bee. Like they doodled that bee.
I don't know. They just sent it to me and said I could use it or do with it what I wanted to do with it.
That's so sweet.
That should be
I
your
love-
new picture.
It's like
I
fan
love
art,
it.
bitch. The Hive is getting fan art. That's even better than
Yes,
super
I love
chats.
it.
Holy shit. That's so
it is
cool.
growing rapidly. It's awesome.
That's so cool.
That's what a beehive does.
I love
Can you
that.
give a
Beautiful.
congratulations to Queen in chat for reaching over 6K in subs?
Got 6K today?
Yeah.
Bada bing.
I didn't know
I
if we
would
were
say we'll
allowed
have
announce
to
it.
do a stream some other time or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm gonna be getting off here. We've been on here 3.5 hours. It's 1 o'clock here. I gotta get to bed and stuff. So
You sound tired, baby.
I am, baby. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut it off. And I appreciate y'all hanging out. And I hope you guys have a good night.
You too, woman.
You
Sleep
too.
good.
Thank you for chit chatting, and we'll
Sleep
catch
tight.
up tomorrow or the next day.
Yep.
Good night, y'all.
Good
Good
night,
night,
y'all.
guys.
night, guys.
Good night, Nick. Good night, Buttercup. Good night, that girl, Earth. Good night, y'all. Good night, everybody in chat. I'll talk to you guys
Sleep
later,
tight,
and thank you guys
everyone.
for hanging out. What?
Sleep tight.
You too, honey. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a good night, everybody. Talk to you later. Oh, wait. By the way, you know what? Here, I'll share this picture for y'all too.